Brando and Todd.
Hey, kid!
Welcome to Ball Busters, a show for fans by fans. From who's hot, like Liz Taylor, to who's not, like Brando, to what's on the menu for the tailgate and everything in between and all around. I'm your dual threat quarterback, Danny Feedback. Lying up way too close behind me is our fill-in running back today, Mini.
Hello, how you doing?
Flanked out wide is our diva receiver, Big T, Little Odd.
Here I am. I'm a diva?
Well, you know you are. And our fill-in porn star, Owen Money Shot.
Woo! Yeah.
If you have a sport, chances are we will bust your balls. Man, we haven't seen you for a while here, Evil Mini. Tell us what's going on, man. What you been up to? I see you're sporting that Jazz jersey, Karl Malone.
You know it.
Yeah.
The mailman. You know, just let's stick to the stats with the mailman, not his personal life.
Yeah,
right?
I'm with you. He's one of my top 5 players ever.
And they're number one right now. So Utah number 1 in the West. So let's, put that on. That's why I have it on right now.
It looks like he's growing a little bit.
A little bit, a couple inches, right? I swear, this morning I thought the same thing.
All right. I'm telling you. Change the ruler in the background every once in a while.
How you doing, Owen?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me here. Just very top notch. I'm really disappointed the other porn star isn't here, the real one, but I'm coming back next week and the following week.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for having me. And you guys look great, and Bucs for life. Just want to say that. I know it's basketball,
Tampa
baseball.
Bucs, that is.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Is there any other Bucs?
Well, there's
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. They're kind of relevant for once.
Yeah.
All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think actually that jersey you're wearing is signed, isn't it?
It is signed.
Nice.
Quan Alexander, although he is no longer with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, actually signed this jersey.
was
It's
a
on the back,
stud.
and I'm not going to stand up because I'm fat and lazy. But
That's all right.
I'd actually bought this for my last wife, and we're getting a divorce. So I said, hey, that's staying with me because I bought that, and I know it was your birthday present, but you're taking everything else from me. So it's fine. I kept what is important in my life. Yeah, thank you. So, but
Gotta love them.
I heard there was some other Bucs fans here, right?
That's me.
You?
That
All
guy
right.
right there, yeah.
What makes
I was tailgating down there for the Super Bowl.
Were you?
Oh,
No, he's the streaker, man.
No, come on.
Did you win the money? Did you hear why he did that? He put a bunch of money on himself.
I think they canceled it out. They called
Yep.
it a proposition, or not? They called it
you can't make yourself
wait.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
it was good. I mean, what kind of friend does he have
Genius.
to rat him out?
I know.
God. All you have to do is be quiet. I'm like, man, we can split
Hey,
a couple $100,000.
Easy money.
did you have? When did you become a Bucs fan? I mean,
Oh,
lifelong.
My family's from Bartow. That's the team my
Yep.
dad always watched, even though they sucked my whole life. I'm like,
Absolutely.
all right, we're watching the Bucs, and also that was also the TV branding there was you got the Bucs and not Miami. I think with Cablevision at the time.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But Miami was they're on different stations, but I've always liked to be a little odd.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else is Miami,
Right.
so screw you guys. Eventually, we're gonna win.
Yeah.
And
Well, I didn't grow up as close as you did, but I grew up in Ocala, and we used to go down there when I was a kid and watch the games. And I would bet with my grandfather that the Bucs would lose, and I would win every single week. And we used to bet for G.I. Joe men, and we'd go to Toys R Us. And I'd get a $3 G.I. Joe. I had every single one of
Sounds
them.
like
'cause
you
the
had
Bucs
a
were so
nice
bad.
grandpa.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Grandpa's like, all right, I'm going to take this crazy bet here.
If once in a while the Bucs would pull out a win, and I think I had mowed the lawn for like $5 rather than $10.
Yeah.
So hey,
That was like Doug Williams.
Yeah.
Probably. Doug Williams, he stopped all that for us, I believe it was.
but in a little bit, because I know we got other things to get to, I have something that I think you will like. A few somethings that I think you'll like to see.
somethings.
And being a Bucs fan, as long as you have, I can tell that you were loyal like I was through the shitty years, crappy years, and there's more than the Bucs than a football team. It's a passion. It's part of you. It's part of your DNA, and I think you're going to love what I have for
All right,
you.
hey,
So
let's see what you got.
I'll just mention Rondé Barber. I'll mention Mr. Derrick Brooks.
I should have worn his
Mr.
jersey.
Derrick
I bought his Brando Barber's jersey.
Oh yeah?
The year he retired.
Did he wear
I
it?
went to a game. No, I didn't wear my honeysuckle one.
No.
either.
Did he wear the jersey you bought?
No.
Okay, well, keep going.
All right. We got other stuff to talk about, don't we, Peter?
Damn.
Hey, have you ever touched a game-worn Super Bowl jersey?
Not yet.
What?
Sounds like I might.
Maybe tonight.
We'll see.
All right, we're going to switch things up. Usually you start with Todd, but this is a time-sensitive day. There's Final Four going on.
All right. I
So
like
we're
it.
going to start with a little TGS.
Oh.
Hit the music!
It's time for Danny Feedbacks. Terminate, germinate, or sperminate.
All right, so yeah, you're new to the show, Owen. This is the way we go. Usually we throw out, 3 names or something, and terminate is you don't want this player, you want to cut him.
Okay.
Germinate, you're sort of on the fence. Maybe you're going to hold on to him, see if he grows.
right.
And sperminate means you think this guy or team is going to explode.
All right.
He's your
Explode
finishing move. He's your
All
finishing move.
right. All right. So we're going to do the Final Four edition here. So what we'll do is we'll pick 2 that we think are going to get terminated.
Okay.
All right. 1 germinate and 1 sperminate. All right. A little different today. All right. So let's start off with the first one. It's already tipped off, but we're going to act like it hasn't, right?
All right.
All right.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right. Number 2, Houston. All right. So let's talk about a little bit here. They have not faced a team ranked higher than a number 10 seed so far. Okay, keep that in mind. That's
Right.
sort of crazy, right? They've gotten this far, all right? They haven't really faced that great of a team. Now, they are going against number 1 Baylor, who hasn't won a game by less than 9 points, all right? Through all 4 games. Haven't really had a close one, okay? All right, now let's talk about the other 2 teams here. I know Todd's favorite. He's got some money, some big money rolling on
Big
this
money,
one.
big money.
Not me. My dog does. my dog.
That's a
No
real,
whammies.
real switcheroo you pull on that one.
Oh, man. Maggie, we're rooting for you, Maggie. Number 11, UCLA. They upset number 1 Michigan by 2, which means Big T Little Odd has to pay up on his betting loss by shotgunning Michelada.
Where's it at?
Oh, well, we're going to say that when Brando's here. He's the beer man.
I don't have a problem with it.
All right, that eventually.
What's a Michelada?
I have no idea.
All right.
I think it's like Michelob's version of like a Clamato, sort of like one of those, cocktail drinks sort of thing.
Please quit talking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
You have to chug it?
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
shotgun it, like poke a hole with the
I
knife.
gotcha, I
crack it.
gotcha.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you're enjoying my misery. This
Hey,
time.
dude,
I'm
I just
telling
want to
you.
see it.
I can't wait.
Tune
All
in.
right. So UCLA is going up against number 1 Gonzaga. Their average margin of victory through 4 games is 24 points.
Eee.
That is their freaking average. All right?
Ouch.
So terminate, germinate, sperminate. Terminate 2. Todd, we'll start with you.
Oh well.
What do you think's going to go on here?
I'm going to go ahead and man. This is a tough one for me. So can I terminate or can I
You can do whatever you want. You're Todd.
I mean all right, I'm gonna sperminate Baylor is gonna win the national title.
Ooh.
All right.
And I'm gonna sperminate. Actually, I'm not gonna sperminate. I'm gonna terminate. Germinate.
Oh.
Somewhere in between germinate and sperminate, I'm going heavy on UCLA to get to the game. Think about it. They got the most history of any basketball team going on right now in the Final Four. They have 11 national championships. They have greats that come talk to them like Bill Walton, Russell Westbrook. There's a few more. I can't think of them all, but
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness.
11 chips by a number 11 seed?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Things are looking
All
good.
right. All right.
But I still see them falling short against Baylor, and that also has a lot to do with my picks here too. So that's what I need to happen
For me to win.
for me to win. And Baylor's on their way. Baylor
Nice.
looks
So
good.
then, by process of elimination, you're terminating Houston and Gonzaga.
Yeah, they're done.
All right.
In your
Gonzaga. I'm going against Gonzaga because I need.
Well, this is the way the game works,
Yeah.
Todd.
Well, then I'm terminating them.
yeah,
Yep.
there you go. That's the way it has to go.
I mean, I thought I could only terminate 3, so I'm going to
No.
terminate. I'm going to
No,
terminate
no.
Houston.
Here's the way it goes.
Gonzaga's just going to balance in the air.
Todd, out of the 4 teams, you're sperminating the one you think is going to win the title. You're germinating the one you think is going to runner up to them, and then you're terminating the 2 teams that are not going to get to the final game.
I hate you. All right. Well, then you're right. I am sperminating for 300. Gonzaga. I'm going to terminate for 200. UCLA after this big win tonight.
Wait, no.
Germinate.
No, you're germinating.
Germinate. See?
Yeah.
There you go.
And you're not sperminating Gonzaga.
No,
Baylor
that's
is the
right,
one that is
Baylor, yeah.
See,
To you,
I'm
Baylor.
still working
To
on
you.
my English.
Okay,
major.
so hold on. Let me
see
handle
that.
it. Let me handle as Todd's foreign language translator. Todd is sperminating Baylor.
Yep.
He is germinating UCLA,
Yep.
and he is terminating Houston and Gonzaga.
Correct.
For the
There we
win,
go.
Jim.
What do we got for him?
All right, Owen. What do you think?
I'm thinking. I'm writing down my numbers here. Germinate, refresh me. That means they're going to.
You're
They're
on
going to
the
win.
fence.
They're going to win today, but they're going to lose in the title game.
Yeah.
So they're sick. They're sick. All right, I
It's
got
a
you.
team
All
that
right.
almost gets you to the finishing point.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, I met a lot of girls that could be germinates. All right, I'm going to terminate. I'm just telling you who the losers are. I'm going to say Baylor and Gonzaga.
Okay.
Totally. Don't ask me why, because I really don't know. Then we have, that Houston is going to germinate. They're going to win. Baylor's going to lose. That's the,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then Houston's going to fall. Right? Does
Okay.
that sound good?
There we go.
Right,
All right.
right.
Okay.
So you think UCLA is going to win the title?
The whole thing.
Sure, I'm going to sperminate UCLA.
Okay.
Only because there was this girl in high school I had a crush on, and she went there after high school, and I would love to sperminate her. And so UCLA sperminating, and
Can I show him this right
Makes
now?
total sense. Don't show me nothing. I ain't picked yet. I haven't picked yet. Don't show me
I'm
nothing.
not. I'm just saying.
I haven't picked yet.
is it a girl from UCLA?
It's a picture of the girl you loved. She's literally getting sperminated. All right. So
In the picture.
yeah,
What just happened?
I don't know. Okay, so my turn. I'm gonna go. Okay, so Baylor should be the unprohibited winner, but I think in this way it's UCLA. So, but sadly, this is the way I'm gonna go, Todd. I'm gonna break your heart. I'm gonna go and terminate Houston. I'm gonna terminate UCLA, and I'm gonna go Gonzaga wins the whole thing. Baylor comes second. Even though everybody thinks Baylor has the upper hand, I think if the Zags run, it's over. You just can't let them run.
I
Don't let
even
them
see.
run.
I'm with you. You don't see a streak carrying on their own. Like what? Right now, they didn't.
They've won 34 straight. I
Yeah,
think?
34
Yeah, if
straight
they win,
going
they would
into
be
last
like,
season.
yeah,
But
undefeated.
they've done this before. We've seen them look good like this before.
Because you think you're going to choke, right?
I think they have it in them. They have that tough game that's going to come in a season. It comes every season. It doesn't matter who you are. And I don't think Gonzaga's seen that yet. And I think UCLA, they've been playing tough games.
Oh, no, they've been definitely.
Yeah, they lost their last 4 games of the season, kicked out of the tournament earlier, and then have not lost since by playing a playoff game against Wichita State, which is no joke.
They could shock them, yes.
Yeah, it could. It could happen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If there was a chance for an upset, it would be tonight. It could happen.
Think about their wins, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they've taken out, what did they take out? Number 2, Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a number 1 team at one point in the season.
Yeah. No, they got quality wins. It could happen. It could. You could really win tonight, Todd. It could
I don't
really
need
happen.
you agreeing with me right now. I am a little superstitious.
And that's what I'm doing.
Untie my shoestrings on my right foot now.
hey, if you really want to know who's going to win, you got to look at the teams before the game. Whoever's relaxed, whoever's look like they're gelling with their teammates and stuff. You get friends, not necessarily friends, but people that work well together. And whether it's sports, or some radio show, or whatever, it's going to happen, and they're probably going to win. Look at Brady. I'm sorry to go back to the Bucs. We're talking basketball.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Yeah, that's
but
what we do.
I mean, he's fucking having fun right now and just winning everything. And that's what you got to look at every team. When they're having fun, the pressure is off to prove anything, and you're just enjoying it. Boom, that's who's going to win. So,
yeah, I mean, look at him in the Super Bowl celebration. You never saw him act like that.
I want to get back to basketball.
Yeah,
I'm saying which of these I haven't been on top of it as you guys have.
No, I haven't either. I mean, at college basketball, you can watch teams play once they come into the tournament.
Yep.
And you can kind of see, you're like, man, these guys clearly know each other for 5 years out here.
Yeah.
They're running backdoor picks, high pick and roll. They're isolating. They know the spots to beat a zone. They have no problem in the press. You see that, but that's where I'm going to go with UCLA because them getting through the next game. I see them falling short, but with some of the players we talked about, Kareem Abdul, those people talking to you, you're already excited.
It's about the heart.
Yeah, that would make a lot of pressure go away. I think they got it.
What's your pick, Danny? What do you got?
I mean, I can't go again. I think this team is going to be the first team to was it since '76 to go undefeated?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to believe that streak is going to get broken here come championship. What day is the championship? Is it Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah,
Monday night.
It's a week. Yeah.
Is it Monday or Tuesday?
I think it's Monday.
I think it's Monday.
I think it's
Yes.
Monday night and goes into Tuesday.
It could
Probably.
be.
Yeah, that could be it.
It's a Monday.
Yes, I'll sperminate Gonzaga and germinate Baylor, and then terminate. Was it Houston and UCLA?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't care who's giving you pep talks and all that crap. That means nothing. History is history. They're not going to do it. They're going to lose by 24 points tonight.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're going to keep that average right on pace.
That's a lot of
That's
points.
what I
in
like about you, though, is you follow the stats, and you're thinking the stats aren't going to lie to you tonight again.
Well, I'm slightly
They
tistic.
do happen. I mean, the Lions do win sometimes on Thanksgiving, right?
They do.
Right?
Great
It does
record.
happen, all right?
Yeah.
So,
You're not lying.
I mean, that's
Oh, yeah. Let's put it in there.
the Lions are one of the team I love the Lions. Probably my second favorite team would be the Lions because I always see them on Thanksgiving. They always just never seem to win and give you a chance. It's like, man, they suck the first two quarters, and then they're going to make it a representative game.
Well,
where they
plus
get
their head coach. How can this not get you fired up?
We're going to kick you in the teeth.
Oh.
Right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap. And we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
How can you not love that? Now that's a pep talk. Now that team's getting sperminated.
Oh,
Let's go, Jared Golf.
Okay.
Sperminated or incarcerated, one of the two.
Hey, I just thought of a weird, interesting thing, right?
What's that? What?
What is tonight, though? This is pretty good. Houston and Baylor are both from Texas, right?
Yes. Yeah.
UCLA and Gonzaga are both from where?
What, the West Coast?
California.
Yeah.
Okay.
When's that ever happened in the Final Four that 2 teams from the same 2 states match up to eliminate each other?
I told you I saw that earlier tonight.
I
right?
thought you were just talking about Baylor and Houston, not Gonzaga
Yeah.
and not
The
Gonzaga
Baylor,
and UCLA.
the Baylor and Houston game is only the 5th time in tournament history where 2 teams from the same state have faced off, and then when tip-off happens with Baylor and UCLA, it'll be the 6th time.
Oh, that's crazy.
History tonight.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
5th and 6th time in the history of the tournament.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in a Final Four matchup, 2
And I bet
teams
the
from
first
the same
time
state.
in both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Crazy.
Come on, UCLA.
I believe in you.
I mean, they have such a good performing arts department there. They
That's going to pull them through.
They should be able to pick up a couple of, like, Grammy fouls, right?
Right. Okay. I'm with you. All right. Okay. There you
I
go.
see a couple over-dramatized charges tonight.
Hey, anything.
I mean, I like it. I like it. Let's go UCLA.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for letting all the sperm fly through the air. I really appreciate it there. And when we get back, Todd's going to tell us which draft prospect is a natural-born lazy ass. Ooh. Yeah, you're listening to the Ball Busters.
Who is that?
You're listening to Ball Busters.
This song's about my mom and dad. You see, they had a bit of a problem. Between alcohol and crack cocaine, I know it was the 80s, but
You're listening to Ball Busters.
That's right. You're back with the Ball Busters. And we're about to get back on the train track here with our boy Big T, Little Odd. Lots of stuff going on past week. What do you think?
There's a few things going on. I think I'm ready.
You ready to play some Nintendo?
Always.
Here's Big T, Little Odd with the NBL and the NBW of the week.
All right, it's Big T, Little Odd here with the NBL and NBW. And you know how I butcher the 3B debris. We're gonna let Mini have a go at this tonight.
All right.
Can you tell us who our sponsor is today?
All right. So, tonight, this segment is brought to you by the NBWs over at 3B Debris Removal. You've been working from home for a while now, looking at the pile of junk, that old shed, that dry, rotted trampoline, that hot tub that doesn't work, that cluttered garage. Now it's time to reclaim your space and be free of your debris. Let 3B Debris Removal haul all that stuff away today. Visit the website, www.3bdebrisremoval.com or call 321-263-9697. That's 321-263-9697. Mention Ballbusters for a 10% discount. Once again, mention Ballbusters for a 10% discount. Thank you. That's good. That was good.
Mini, come on now. That was way too sultry.
Yeah, was it?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
it?
you're
Did I
taking
get-
over. That's Liz's spot, dude. Same thing happened to me. Oh, my Lord.
Guess who's calling 3B degree?
Watch out for eye contact.
Oh, man. Owen, I don't know if you know. NBW, natural born winner. NBL, natural born loser. Now, he'll switch the W's and L's up, but I seen that puzzled look on your porn star face, so I just want to,
I was just
clear
thinking
that up.
like I do in all my movies. So
Well, this is also
Shooting from the hip.
Well, in between the hips.
Oh,
Ooh,
well, yeah.
hey.
April Fools.
Wait, what?
All right, let's get into some history.
Okay.
All right. April 2nd, 2005. Who was the first African American to win a major motorsports event?
Oh, I don't know that guy.
He's from a Central Florida area.
He may be from the same town that your family's from, right?
Right, well, I know where he's from.
Warren
His
Sapp.
Bartow. Okay, right? He also has his first name is a popular African American NASCAR driver.
Is this the
There
Liz
is that
quiz?
there.
What's going
got
on
me.
here?
I'm
You
just
got
telling
me.
you. I'm just telling you. Bubba Watson.
Oh, okay.
Bubba
there we
Stewart. I'm
go.
sorry. Bubba Stewart.
Okay.
Bubba Stewart. Yeah.
Look, listen.
James Stewart. That's a good one.
I apologize for not knowing this. All my African Americans watching right now. My favorite NASCAR drivers are all white. I apologize. I am so sorry.
Do you know who Bubba Stewart is, though?
Yeah, I know who Bubba Stewart is.
Yeah,
James Stewart.
motocross, right?
Yeah, he's.
I'm white and I don't know any of them. So
Equal the playing field.
Anyways, he in 2008 he won every race in motocross that season.
What?
He's only two people have done that. And that was Ricky Carmichael did it twice, 2002, 2004. Then after that was when Stewart came in, and Stewart was He was so wild, though. He would, like, wreck out a lot and get hurt, but he left it out there as far as motocross. So I loved him a lot. So.
Yeah. Central Florida guy.
Nice. That's
Bartow,
badass.
Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, Bartow, Florida. Yellow Jacket.
Rest in peace.
He's still alive.
Oh,
I was about to say, he died. I'm like, oh my God.
why are we talking?
She should have led with that.
It sounded like you were saying goodbye. I'm sorry.
April 2nd, 2005, we have 2 NBL losers who played for Newcastle United Soccer Club. And that's Karan Dyer and Lee Bauer, who decided to get into a fist fight during a soccer game.
Nice.
And both receiving yellow cards. Or not, both receiving red cards and being kicked out of the game.
Wow.
Wait, you said both of Newcastle?
Both of them were the same play. They were on the same team. They decided to get into a fist fight.
On the field. On the field.
On the field.
That's nuts.
Then they kicked him out?
They got red cards. It's like hockey.
It's not
You
hockey,
get-
yeah.
The
It's not
only
hockey.
reason to watch soccer, and they stop it.
I mean, let's not be serious. These guys weren't real big, imposing fellas throwing haymakers out there.
Okay.
All right?
Let the little girls wrestle.
Well, they didn't wrestle. They didn't wrestle.
If they were men, they'd put helmets on and join the NFL.
He said the real football. That's what I heard.
Oh, here we go.
Not football.
April 2nd, 2007, the Florida Lizards beat Ohio State to give the Lizards back-to-back national champions.
Don't you do
in
me
basketball.
like that. Don't you do us like that.
Hey,
Wow.
We are the Gators,
I'm a
and you will
Seminole.
respect us.
I'm a spear thrower. I respect nothing
Look, Female State University, sir.
except the
You will-
swamp. I'll respect
Yes.
the swamp.
Remember what you
Respect the
remember
swamp.
how you started. Remember how you started. It was a Female State University. That's what it was.
I think
Remember how you started.
his mother got her degree from there, didn't she?
Well,
It makes sense
wasn't-
now.
It was. Oh, here we go.
Not like that.
But I will tell you though, every time I go up to Tallahassee to watch a game, I always stop in Gainesville at Wing House to check out the talent.
You see. You see what I'm talking
I'm
about.
not gonna lie to you. That's why I gotta hate them, because it's such good conversations to be had.
I don't believe you. I think you're stopping at a risque cafe.
Yeah, that's where the real
Well, I
talent is.
have stopped there too. I have done that.
He was trying to clean it
I
up.
grew up in Ocala, and I'm not saying I was 16 the first time I went there, but I was 16, and they let me in. It was something. I was offered scrambled eggs, and there was a bush right next to it. And I said, no, thank you. But she said, honey, you got to order something. I'm
You
like,
gotta stop there
nice.
once in your life, anyways. I mean, they're chocolate pie isn't bad because you have to buy something off the menu and there's no alcohol.
Oh,
So
okay.
like, I'll just have a dessert, and not to try and take too much of that. So, all right. April 3rd, 1955, Baltimore Orioles complete the team's first recorded triple play with a 3-6-2
Oh, wow.
Wow.
versus the Kansas City Athletics.
3-6-2.
Yeah, please explain to us what a 3-6-2 is.
Oh, man. I was working on this the other day, so hold on. Give me a second.
No.
He's gonna try it. He's gonna try it.
A three is, that's a shortstop.
Nope.
No, that's a second baseman.
Nope.
Oh, I'm wrong.
3 is first base, 6 is shortstop, 2 is pitcher.
Oh, wow.
So what that means is that
They tagged twice.
It was probably if what probably happened was the ball was hit to the first base side of the field. First baseman fields it, throws it to the shortstop.
Got it.
He hits second base, and then it gets thrown to first base for the pitcher. And the pitcher covering first base because the first baseman.
Can I give you
okay.
Can I give you maybe a
Yeah.
scenario? Maybe he the first baseman snagged a drive and was able to catch two forces.
That's probably true. Yeah, that could have been it.
Yeah.
Yep, that could have been it.
Sure.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so it was 3-6-2 means it went from the first baseman to the shortstop to the pitcher.
Right.
Also on April 3rd, 2019, Greg Popovich is the quickest person to ever be ejected from an NBA game in 63 seconds with 2 technical fouls for verbal confirmation with the referee.
Wow. The man that doesn't talk.
I know that's what I love about him. I could see he's like, you want me to give you an interview? What do you need to do better? Rebound,
Yep.
box out.
Yep.
We need to hit our free throws.
Yep. And I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah. Okay, that's all right.
63 seconds?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
I think somebody should beat that this year. Go, any of you NBA players listening, and I have a few friends, and I might have one call in. I don't think he's going to call in tonight, but later. I think one
Nice
of you
tease.
like him. But anyway, if any of you NBA players listening, whoever you are out there, beat that 64 seconds, you said?
Yeah.
63 seconds.
63 seconds? All right.
But that's the coach.
Yeah, the coach.
Okay, well, any of you players beat the coach because you're better than the coach, right?
Okay, you're giving me an
No one's better
idea
than
here.
the Pop.
You're giving me an idea here. So,
Okay.
does it count if you can get kicked out of the stadium in 63 seconds or less?
Ooh.
Well,
Because I might be able to.
I might have beat that before.
no, you definitely can do that. So we're not throwing that on the table.
I will go in the tip-off.
I got kicked out in like 15 minutes of a Britney Spears contest or concert.
I like the content.
Easy,
that sounds
perv.
good.
Come on.
No, I was taking pictures. I was taking pictures. My bad. Oh, okay, that does sound perfect. Never mind. I'll drink my
Wait,
beer.
all right, April 1st, we have a natural born, lack of words. We're just going to call it loser.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right? But he's not the kind of loser you would think.
All right.
I mean, this is a different kind of context. This is like, where did I put my ring? Where's my wallet at? That kind of loser.
Okay.
Right?
You talking about yourself?
Yeah, well, I lost my stuff, right? Naturally born lost would have been better, right?
Okay.
That would have been better. All right. Well, April 1st, during a cage fighting championship 94 card in Philadelphia, I can't say this name, Katag Faleev of Canada. We're just going to call him Canada from now on, all right? Former Olympian wrestler, 2012, was fighting against Devin Goddale of San Diego. All right, he's San Diego. All right, so we got
Okay.
Canada against San Diego here.
All right.
Well, this could have been an April Fool's joke.
This is a crazy
But
story.
you just
I
have
heard
to
this
listen
story.
this out a little bit. CM Punk was the color commentator for this fight.
Already gets weird.
Former WWE wrestler.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm going to quote him here. And this is what he said. I don't understand what happened. We're not going to replay it for you, ladies and gentlemen, but it wasn't a compound fracture.
What?
It wasn't a dislocation. It wasn't a break or a laceration. His finger was just gone. It's gone. It fell off, ripped off.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So somewhere during this exchange in the second round, like he kept fighting through this, right? The Canada went to block a low kick or block a body kick. Well, ended up breaking his ring finger on his left hand.
Okay.
Well, immediately he's like looking at it, can't find it. Like he's acting like there's something wrong. Well, he continues to fight through this. They go into a wrestling confrontation. There's some stuff going on. He continues to battle. Well, he comes to the corner in between 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. And his cut man's like, hey, you're missing a digit.
Ooh. That's a tough thing to take.
Yeah.
So the ref, stops the fight. Technical stoppage. Well, they can't find the finger in the ring.
You shut up.
Oh.
They cannot find the finger. They announce over the PA, like, hey, if y'all are in the front rows, look out. We don't know where this
That's a finger out here.
Check your popcorn buckets.
Yeah, check your popcorn. Yeah.
Somebody's drinking their drink and their straw stops.
Well, when the cut man starts like, all right, we need to get this hand open.
Right.
Once he opens him up, he finds the finger in his glove.
That's so nuts because you see the gloves they wear in MMA.
Yeah.
How did that finger not
I
only
know.
get broken off, but end up inside of his
I know.
glove?
Well, it turned down in there, I think. And then when he got into that wrestling exchange, when he blocked that kick, he's probably, your finger got caught like stubbing your thumb, right?
Yeah.
But your thumb got rolled and it got tucked into his glove. Then he got to wrestling. And it just got snapped off there. Anyways, they went to the hospital and reattached it. So,
Oh, okay.
but he did lose the fight.
Lorena Bobbitt style. I like it.
Does it work? Do you know? I mean, did it turn black?
Still early here.
All right.
Yeah, he
it
was
was a
still
couple days
fighting
ago.
on.
Yeah,
I mean, what were they going to do? Like hit it with a cauterizing iron? All right, you want to fight? Put it back in.
Super glue? I don't know. I mean, they got a lot of stuff.
Put some
right?
dirt there.
You know what that reminds me of, and this I think we may have brought it up on the show before. I don't know if we have or not, but Ronnie Lott.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh man, Ronnie Lott. I think it was back when he was playing for the Jets, like really early on in his career, or the Niners.
the Niners.
yeah.
Yeah, caught his pinky finger in a face mask during a game, and basically shattered his whole pinky finger. And they told him, okay, we can fix this and you're out for the rest of the season, or we can amputate it and you play next week. And he said, cut that motherfucker off.
And they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. I'd rather be called
Ronnie
three-fingered
Lott.
and lucky. Sorry, it's my Super Bowl ring finger,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it's
That's tough.
all right. Well, I got a natural born winner, and that's the Orlando Magic fans.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how much fun is this ragtag group of players to watch?
It has
It's been
been.
fun.
It has been fun. Yes.
It's been fun.
They're just out there leaving it on the hardwood floor. They're making it exciting. They're giving me, like, I'm willing to make a bet that they're going to make the playoffs right now.
There you go. Well, your man left, and you're happy?
I'm happy because I don't think that I think those three were good, but I don't think those three were ever going to be as good as they could be apart when they were together. Like they connect different points to a team.
Okay.
Then they just didn't all work together.
Gel out together?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean,
Well,
I
Gordon,
with
for
you.
me, Gordon has been my Jordan.
I know, that's what I said.
I'm
Your
like,
guy
this
left.
guy is ready to just hammer stuff out. He's ready to be, but he never
Yeah,
did it.
but on top of saying that, you've been saying for weeks that they needed to trade him.
Facts.
You've been saying for
No,
weeks
I-
they
That's a
needed
fact.
to trade him because he's going to be worth more to another team than he is to us.
No, he's value.
Yeah,
he's
I know.
value. I mean,
Yeah, you ain't wrong about that.
yeah, and I hope he does well. He's my
I think he'll do well in the Nuggets. I think he'll.
yeah.
Well, it's all because of the inspirational music.
Not only that, but that's right. Let's talk about R.J. Hampton a little bit here. Anybody seen him? The Magic. Okiki, Mobamba.
Hey.
These boys are looking like the young
Hey.
boys again. They're
Hey.
getting in there.
They're
I
playing.
love it. I mean, Magic did some stuff. They made some trades earlier. They acquired some GMs from other teams. They acquired the GM from Toronto. I can't say that guy's name.
Another
a
Mr.
tough
Canada.
One. It's a tough one. Mozzie or whatever. He's a GM. He's actually responsible
really
for
good
putting
GM, though.
putting DeRozan on the team. And then we got him in 2017 before they got Kawhi Leonard. I don't know if he was responsible for that or not.
I think.
Kawani?
I think he.
Kwan.
That's one of the words he can't say.
I think he
There's
was
a
part
lot
of
of
the championship
words I
team.
can't say.
I think he was part of that championship team.
Yeah,
I think.
but and then we also have what's this other cat? Hammond. We have Hammond, who we
Right.
took from Milwaukee, and he's responsible for putting the Greek Freak and
Yep.
Middleton on the same team, which I love.
Yeah.
I mean, that team is a right away contender. For
I have
many
nothing
years.
to say about the front office for once.
Yeah,
For once, even though the moves look crazy when it happened,
You're right.
for once, I can shut the hell up about the Magic front office. Usually, that's my biggest thing. It's not the players, it's the front office. This time,
no support.
nothing to say.
Everything's better with bacon.
Facts.
You know what I'm talking about?
And not just Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
A lot of stuff's
How
better
many
with Kevin
degrees
Bacon.
does your baking go? All right, let's get into it. We got a natural born loser. I love me some Chris Farley. And I know he was probably up there in heaven.
No, he's in a van down by the river.
That's a good band. He's in a van down by heaven on a pretty fluffy cloud. All right.
He's in a
But
cemetery.
Well, I just said whatever.
You've been to that cemetery, haven't you, Owen?
Anyways, when he was watching the U.S. men's under 23 team try and qualify for the Olympics, and they lost to Honduras, mind you, they have the population of South Florida.
That
They
might be
have
accurate.
10 million people in that country. And they knock out our... Granted, we couldn't do some stuff, but he was probably up there. He said, for the love of Christ. And he was talking about the coach.
Easy now. It's Easter
Jason
weekend.
Christ. I know. Chris. Sorry, it's Jason Chris.
Jason Christ is
Christ,
his name.
yeah.
all right.
For the love of Christ.
Yeah.
Jason,
It's not
his
spelled
last
that-
name is Christ?
K-R-E-I-S. Jason
Oh, okay.
Christ.
But that's his
Christ.
last name,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Yes.
What's his middle name? H?
I don't.
Nice. It's Hernando.
Oh, man. Keep it above the belt.
Just to throw that in there, when he became the Orlando City, he was the Orlando City Lions coach for a while.
Hey.
And we were on
Hey.
a losing streak.
Dirt.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Good. All right,
this is-
sorry.
No, that's your. Go ahead. Go
This
ahead.
is Daniel Dennis
Well,
quote.
anyway, so
Whoa.
All right.
I was going to say, I mean, he sucked as an Orlando City coach.
Okay.
He kept us. We had good talent. We had Kaká. We've had a lot of good people. And he never could make it happen. He no longer works for us.
Okay.
And that's why I say, for the love of Christ, let's fire him from any other job coaching the United States.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm done with him.
Yeah, we're not going to make the World Cup now.
No, not World Cup, Olympics.
Olympic qualifiers. Oh, okay.
Olympics.
Okay.
Wow.
What? In soccer, we're not going to make the Olympics, America?
True
No, but
story.
we almost always.
Dum, dum,
Here's the thing. Last year was the first time we didn't make the World Cup.
Huh.
And then, and this will be the first Olympics we're not in. Like, this is like, we typically make it because the group that we have to qualify through is typically smaller countries, and we typically beat them. Now, once we go up the bigger countries that have, like, more heritage in their soccer clubs, we have a problem with
That's
that.
not true.
But, I mean, we
But
qualify
I know,
against
but
Costa Rica
Dirk,
and Panama and Honduras.
Dirk, let me put it this way. If we invented baseball when we were the size of Florida, we could probably beat teams the size of Texas.
Okay,
Because
all right.
we know the game. In South, once you get past the border of the United States going into South America, different world. Everything is football or soccer oriented. I mean, that's
Because there's nothing else to do.
Well, I mean, also deserts make a good soccer surface.
Yeah.
I mean, good barren land like that, you can.
Show them people an iPad, and they're never going to play soccer again because it's boring. No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I love
that's
soccer.
fine. That's fine. I love it.
Hey, I like.
I grew up with this. I played soccer my whole life.
Did
think
you?
you're the first heckler I've ever met?
Honestly, I've been to a couple games. I've had fun, but it's been the party around. Like, honestly, the game, and then, like, when it's over, they add more time. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. Well,
I'm
yeah,
like, geez.
it's one of those games. It's like watching hockey. If you never played hockey, you're like,
Yeah, that's boring.
I
to me,
don't
too,
understand all the stuff
I
going
love
on.
hockey.
I know, but you
I
like the
do,
physical attributes of
Yeah.
it. It's soccer too. Anyways, let's
not
get
gonna
on.
lie.
Let's get on to our champion this week.
Okay.
Actually, let's hold on.
All
Pump
right.
the brakes a little bit.
Okay. What's going on?
I had to get back into UCLA before I get into crowning my champ.
Here we go.
Wow.
Here we go.
Has anybody ever seen the coach for UCLA?
Yes.
Doesn't he look like he needs a lager?
He does.
And that he looks a whole lot like Bill Burr.
He does. I've never seen him in the same building, so I'm not taking
I
that
don't know.
on the
It
table.
could be.
Not taking it on
Doppelganger?
the table. Yep.
Conspiracy.
There you go.
And I love some Bill Burr. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head. But he is, for me, as a comedian, he goes everywhere. He's not scared to go anywhere. He's allowed to go everywhere. He has no talking boundaries that aren't with him.
Right,
with him.
but I think the reason for that is because Bill Burr approaches things smart. He approaches it from a level as like, hey, I don't necessarily understand this, but I want to, so help me understand it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it. Yeah,
he makes his uncertain thoughts on how he looks at the equation as a way to make it funny for him not seeing it the way he should, or however it goes.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
But
and,
anyways.
and that commercial he did for SNL last year with the Boston pumpkin
Oh,
lager,
yeah.
that was hilarious. That was great.
Lager.
What is like? They show the afterwards. What's
Go
everybody's
get
going,
your groceries. I'm only getting one more beer.
when he sells when they show at the end when there's all the people and they're going, oh, it's delicious, refreshing, and he's like, I mean, it's if you got some friends coming over, you go, you have any beer? I got some pumpkin shit back here.
I'll have another. Yeah. That's right. All right. Let's get on to our champion this week, and it's an MBW.
Ooh.
And we have a natural born whistler.
Uh-oh. What?
That's right, Michael Strahan.
Oh, yeah, he fixed his gap.
No, I think that was April Fool's joke. He got you too.
Yeah.
I know. He didn't.
He looked better
And
in the picture.
I know. I like his gap in his teeth is it's your trademark.
Yeah.
He got
Why
me.
get rid of your trademark? That'd be like cutting Jordan's tongue off.
I'm with you.
That'd be like shaving what's unibrows. Anthony Davis is unibrow.
Yeah.
Or for you rock
he
and
got
rollers.
me.
You rock and rollers. It'd be like Lemmy removing his Cocoa Puffs.
All right.
I'm just saying, Michael Strahan, that's his trademark. That's what you're famous for. I'm sure it was difficult getting through life with that thing
Right.
at some point. But why get rid of what's got you on the? He's on like with a View or something.
He's on. No, he's got. It's he's with Kelly Ripa now. He's got Regis's old job.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone off that. Really?
Yeah, he just upped and left, and it pissed her off. They didn't get along.
Oh, that's right. Ryan Seacrest is on that one.
And I hear they don't like each other.
Ryan Seacrest.
I love Michael Strahan. He was a beast. Probably one of the greatest defensive linemen ever. I think.
I'm going with White, but you're close.
Ryan Seacrest is a
Reggie White. Hell yeah.
Ryan Seacrest is the standard issue white guy.
Why are we talking about that doucher?
Because he's the one who took.
Oh,
he's a good job. Yeah.
Let's take on subject
He got
here.
money,
We're
though,
talking
out of
about
everything.
Strahan.
Stock and everything.
What audience are they going for when they take Michael Strahan and replace him with Ryan Seacrest? That's like a totally different, absolutely
I have no
disgusting.
idea.
It's like interesting person to like just a guy that fills a seat.
Quite honestly, I liked watching when Michael Strahan would host with her because he was so huge and she was so small.
I feel like we've gotten way off subject here.
You didn't
We're
know
still
whether to
talking
call
about
the cops or
Strahan.
watch the future. Anyway, go ahead.
No, we're good.
Michael
Yeah.
Strahan.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I thought we were talking about porn again.
No, I thought we were trying to make Strahan the
lost.
man, and he's coming
He is
off.
the man.
I can't believe he got me, though.
He's the
I
man.
thought he did it. I
I know,
can't
but
believe he
y'all
got
tell
me.
more stories
great.
about him as
God.
being a talk show host
man.
than him sacking
When
Peyton
did-
Manning in the Super Bowl.
When did he reveal that it was a fake? When did he reveal it was the same day?
beating
That he
Tom
revealed it?
Brady in the Super Bowl.
Todd, when did he reveal it was a fake? Did he reveal it the same day, like on April 1st, or
Then
did he wait till like the second?
The next day.
I don't remember.
it was the next day. Yeah.
Oh, you're amazing.
Yeah, it's the next day.
He had like a little filler.
Yeah, no, I saw the picture. Oh man, that's a good one.
I don't know if you've seen
Get rid of your
if you anybody on social media there's have little Facebook like commercials or the ads where they show those people that are like cracked out teeth where
Yeah,
they're missing all their
yeah.
teeth and they snap that little thing in and it makes it look like they got full teeth.
Right.
That's what he did.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was nice. It
We
was
have-
believable.
We have bursting news.
What's that?
Bursting news! Bursting news!
What's the bursting news?
It's bursting.
This might be terminate,
This is
sperminate
bursting.
worthy.
This has been busting my head up all week.
All right, here we go.
No,
Bursting
no.
news.
This is a Ballbusters bursting news alert.
Oh, that hurt.
All right, so for the last week, I've been wandering around looking for my mother Costas that I lost.
Yeah.
And after how long we been sitting here now?
An hour?
An hour. I've just noticed they're sitting here hanging beside me on a microphone.
Oh man.
I went out and bought another $100 pair of Oakleys.
Oh Jesus!
Because I couldn't find you, SOBs. I missed you, baby. I've been just lost in my mind. And they've been hanging right
The
here
whole
beside
time?
me.
We texted back and forth this whole week,
I
and he was
thought
like,
Merle ate them.
he thought my dog ate him at one point. I'm like, because he's done it before. He has done it before.
Oh, so it's priors. There's priors.
Right,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
My
There's
last pair of
priors.
Costas he ate.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
All right.
then we
That's my
thought maybe he left
responsibility.
them on a shelf, and I looked all the shelves. So, you son of a bitch. So
The
you've been
whole
having.
time.
Hey, you got 2 pairs now.
There you go.
Just spare.
All right. That's a
Or you
bursting news.
misplaced the other one.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep.
That solved a
One
big
pair-
problem.
one
I'm
pair
feeling more
for-
comfortable about UCLA now. Things are starting to come together.
Jesus, he had to come back to that. 8:30. 8:30. Yeah. All right.
8:34.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Game time.
Yeah.
All right.
You better watch.
All right.
We're going to see it. Because I win this. This game goes on. I win this $900 bracket tournament I bought into. Actually, Maggie wins it, my dog. I entered 2 names.
Smart.
Todd,
She's gonna get a
Maggie.
sweet ass collar.
Smart. Hell yeah.
She ain't gonna wear no collar.
Her
dude.
collar's gonna
I
be
could-
blinged out like Kanye.
I could take her to a salon or a dog salon, whatever.
There you go. Get
You
her
ain't
nails
got
done.
you ain't got a hair on your balls if you don't take her up to the Magic Mall and get her a grill.
No.
Facts.
Just buy her pizza. She'll love a pizza.
That's where I'm thinking. I'm
is
thinking
good.
I'm gonna get her some like pulled pork or something.
Damn right. Yeah.
Look at you. Get your brisket.
4 rivers. for that
Brisket's
dog.
even better.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Smoke a cat.
Tomcat, like a just
Viet-
a random stray
Vietnamese
cat.
restaurant will do.
Bam.
My sister just found a kitten. She's like, Todd, do you want to buy it? So you think I should buy this kitten now?
This is smart.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
We can't promote that.
no.
We cannot
No,
promote
we
that.
can't
Yeah,
promote
we can't
this.
promote buying a cat
No.
to feed to your dog.
Oh.
That's not. That doesn't. No, that's not. We're
There's
not
gonna
doing
be
that.
a pet.
What
Maggie's
about a
way too
senior
old.
cat?
That's true.
I mean, they're going to be put down anyway.
Oh,
There's some barbecue sauce on that thing. Give it to your dog.
So instead of donating your old cat. All right, I'm going to stop. All right.
$4.50 for 45 minutes.
Maggie's winning UCLA tonight. If they win this, nobody can pick UCLA, and the people that won through picked Baylor, so they got no pick, and I still got Baylor, baby.
Look at
Sitting on my back.
He thought it all the way through.
Woo!
It's all about the money.
Yep.
He told me this whole time since he started this. He's like, look, man, you got to look a week ahead. You got to pick a team that you think is going to win this week, but they're going to lose next week.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so that's
well,
what he's
it's
been
not a
doing
bad-
this
it's not a
whole.
bad idea.
Yeah.
I
It's not a
did
bad
that. I
idea.
did that, right? But the following week, first week, 64, I picked Villanova, Maggie picked Creighton.
I got you.
Round of 32, Maggie picked Villanova, I picked Creighton. And then at the Sweet 16, they both went out against Baylor and Gonzaga.
Yep.
And I took Oregon. I think Oregon. No, that's when we bet together. We both played the same game because I just had 10 points. Everybody else was like 20 points.
Okay.
So I had to pick something to get me in.
Right.
So I decided to pick the same game. Oregon State won, and they were 11 points or something. Mm-hmm. They jumped me right into playing contention, but I hadn't played UCLA yet. I don't know. It's good. It's working out good.
Hey, okay. If it works out, it works out.
I talked
You were a
about it
genius.
last week, and I was talking about my buddy's like, "Man, you're all out of it. You don't got no points to chase." I'm like, UCLA wins. I mean, I'm still got a chance. Everybody else has played them. I got them just sitting there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean,
Which, oddly enough, that game is the same reason you have to chug a Michelada. Right? Because they beat Michigan, right? They knocked out your Michigan.
yeah,
Right?
they did. I'm fine with that. Michigan, I was good with, but then when I thought about Juwan Howard, I'm like, didn't he play for the Magic when we couldn't win?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a chance. But he is the first time in history of NCAA where he was a player for a number 1 seed team and also coached that same team and that team to be a number 1 seed.
That's fire.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking on the behalf of Michigan, can we take a timeout?
Yeah.
Time out.
Can we take a time? No,
Chris Webber.
We're all out of timeouts. All right, and remember, Todd.
Todd,
got me.
Todd, you got it all wrong again.
All right, well, stick around. Up next, I'm going to tell you what KD DM'd Liz Taylor. Oh, yeah. You're listening to the Ball Busters.
You're listening to Ball Busters.
Meatball, 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 meatball.
You're listening to Ball Busters.
Meatball, 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 meatball.
Yeah. Oh, man. You're getting my appetite worked up talking about those meatballs, Todd.
I know. I feel like we need to file a petition
All right.
to have them change the name of that song to Winglets.
Can we do this?
I mean,
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. You guys talking to Johnny.
hot sauce.
I'm sure we can record a custom version of that song for the podcast. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, we do got some wings on the table. We got a little Polak infused sauce I made earlier today. A little borscht hot sauce. So this is the off-season mini. Last time you were with us, it was I think wing playoffs. That's where the best of the best. Now, in the off-season, I just work on one sauce at a time, seeing if any of these can make it to the regular season. Oh. So, sometimes
Training
these are
camp.
a little experimental. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
I
training
like
camp.
it. I like it.
Yeah, so we'll see. Give an honest opinion. You can germinate, or sperminate on these things if
I'm
you
with
want.
you.
All right, and we are missing Brando's. He's the guru of good brew. He's not with us today.
I must say, though, those brews last night, those creams, those ones he had with just marker colors,
Yeah.
clearly the best beers we've
They
had.
were.
They
I missed that. Oh.
Dude, they were from
they
a
were
small
good.
brewery that he happened to, come upon from, his travels selling beer and stuff. And they were some local brewery, and like the cans were literally just plain aluminum cans with Sharpie marker written on the side because it's a beer that they produce at the brewery, and they canned it up for him to bring it to the show.
Can't even get him, man.
Dude, there was an IPA cream ale.
There's a place in a place in Claremont I can go to. I can't think of the name of the brewery, but you actually like what kind of beer you want? And they'll actually can it right there in front of you.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, hey,
yeah.
It's like, can you stay here? Or is it for to go? It's like, was it going to be cold? It's like, because I was going to be my road soda back from the office. He was like, well, how big you want it? I'm like, oh, it takes a 32.
40 ounce. Do you have that? 40 ounce of freedom? No.
Actually,
Sorry.
they greeted me with the like, we're not open for another 5 minutes. You're gonna have to wait a minute. So, by law, I'm like, man, am I early? I've never been called early ever.
I don't know. That one girl was telling me.
Oh,
okay. All right. So although we're
fly
missing,
was on that wall. I knew it.
although we are missing Brando and his beers, we're gonna try and give this news segment a shot. What do you think? You want to hit the music?
Wait, are we doing? Oh, we're gonna do it.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Okay. No, we can do it. I didn't think we were gonna go. Oh, we're gonna full on in. Here we
We're
go.
gonna try
Here we
it.
go.
We're gonna
You want to tell
try
me
it.
one more time?
Hit the music.
Here's Brando with This Week in the Headlines.
All right. So, MLB is back and gave me wood. Michael Rappaport of Potty Mouth versus KD the ET phones homo.
The cat's back again.
And the comedian formerly known as Tom Brady gets a trampa stampa.
Wow.
Really?
That's called a champ stamp.
Is it? Okay.
It's a champ stamp right there.
All right.
Feel free to dig into the wings. Feel free to dig
okay,
in. Yeah,
okay, I
they're
didn't know.
getting
I'm
cold,
waiting. I was
so
waiting.
go
I was
ahead.
waiting.
Yeah, go ahead. Dig into there. All right, so let's start off with this Major League Baseball here. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it was opening day just a couple days ago, and I was at the house in the afternoon. I was like, oh, let's flip it on. Let's see what's going on. And I'm telling you, the most gorgeous pitcher I've ever laid eyes upon. Last week, if you missed it, Liz was blabbering some stuff like Beckham's a beautiful woman. I don't know what she was
thought that
talking
was me.
about. Well, you're both wrong. Did you lay eyes on Tyler Glasnow? Is that his name?
Yeah, that's the name. Yeah.
Gorgeous. This man, hot. I'm telling you. I mean, am I wrong though?
He's a good looking dude. He's 6'8".
Oh my God!
6'8".
You know what that means?
Oh, I'm gonna say, whoa. You're gonna have to check and see what size shoe he wears first. All right, Peter.
I
But
got confidence.
I like his hair. I like his hair. I mean, I'm gonna stop it at that.
Flowing
He's got
locks.
nice hair. Glasnow, Dirt and I've argued about this for a long time, and since I've seen him probably 3 years ago, we started watching the Rays. I was always Glasnow was my man.
You're all over him.
Yeah, he has been. I've always think
He's a beast, man.
better than Snell.
Exactly.
better than
That's why I
all
said
of
it
them.
wasn't
He's
that
just
big of a deal when they
consistent.
traded Snell this year, man.
And now he has another pitch. Woo.
Yeah.
He's the beauty and the beast.
He's got 4 pitches that's coming in this season. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you,
Fastball, curveball, changeup, slider.
if I was up there, I wouldn't strike out against him. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I definitely have him throw a couple balls in my face. So tell us what's going on with the Rays here, Dirt. You're the pro. You're the big fan. You got the World Series ring.
Yeah, man. 2-0. They're 2-0 going in. They're leading the Marlins right now, 6-4. So we're trying to get the sweep against the Marlins, and then Monday we start against the Red Sox, who have not won a game yet.
Nope.
And I mean, the biggest, our division. Everybody's picking New York to win the division, which they did they do every year, and they just don't. Like,
Now, which New York? 'Cause I know
The
nothing
Yankees,
about
the
baseball.
Yankees.
I'm going to
Okay.
jump in
Fucking
here.
Yankees. Yeah.
Is Johnny Damon still in jail? Is that why they're not winning?
No, has nothing to do with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Johnny Damon is never linked to the Yankees. He played there, yes.
No, we were talking about
but-
the Red Sox and how they haven't won.
Oh man,
That's
no,
what I was
they're
talking about.
totally
They're
different.
waiting for him to get out of.
Well, here's the thing: the Red Sox are Houston Astros 0.20 or 2.0.
They got rid of all those guys. I thought
They're wearing a wire?
They did.
Whoa!
Yeah,
These are supposed
that's
to be
where
jokes.
all this
What's
happened.
going on here?
No. So the Astros won the World Series in 2017. Some of the front office members and some of the training staff from that team went to Boston the following season, and then they won the World Series the following season. And then they come to find out that some of those guys that went to Boston brought this technology that they learned of.
a scheme.
Or as they say, these training techniques they learned from Houston. And so when that broke, they fired their manager, their whole coaching staff, and everything because they were all tied into all that too. So they're in a rebuilding phase. Who knows how long it's going to be? I mean, they're making good moves in the front office. So I think because you're in Boston, you
Didn't they
cannot.
get rid of Mookie Betts though?
They traded Mookie Betts to the
that's not-
Dodgers. They traded away all their big money talent. They traded away.
They're restructuring.
But you can't be in the city of Boston, as big of a sports town as Boston is. You got to start showing something to the fans.
Facts.
They're going to lose it. So I mean, and you look at this season, the Baltimore Orioles literally are favored to be one of the worst professional baseball teams this season. And the Red Sox have lost their first 2 games to them.
Do you think if Bill Bell was coaching them, they would do better?
No.
Better.
Hey, polish a turd, it's still a turd, buddy.
Can I speak about this sauce for 2 seconds?
All right.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Great.
Delicious.
I like it.
Okay.
Super delicious. Hot enough. Had enough flavor. I
All
feel
right.
the tanginess. I'm with it.
It's the first time I tried this sauce.
I'm
you
with
know
it.
what I mean? First time I made the sauce.
I've sperminated twice.
Yeah.
All
Like, came out great.
I'm
It
going to
came
go
out delicious.
call this for the love of Christ.
Wow. Unbelievable. What an Easter edition of this show.
Danny, what's in this? What's in the sauce? Can you give us a breakdown?
All right, so borscht, there's a couple different ways to make borscht. I believe there's a German style that involves more of like a cabbage, and I do more of the Polak style because I'm half Polak. And no, seriously, my mom was in a concentration camp.
What?
Let's do the drum roll.
Oh, it sounded like that.
No, she was. She was,
okay.
though. No.
She really had a focus.
Yeah, exactly. See? So in the Polish tradition, they use beets. So it's like a purple sauce or soup, and I have beets in there, and they like to put sour cream in there too. There's no sour cream in this sauce, but yeah, that's what we're working with today.
They're so crunchy. So
That could
crunchy.
be a good accessory to the sauce. If you had where you would have like blue cheese or ranch.
Ooh, I
to
see
have
what
like
you're
a sour cream side for this sauce.
Dip it on?
Yeah, to dip it in, that would be great. Yeah.
All right.
I
Maybe
hate
we'll
to
make the cut.
sideball us here. I'm kind of watching the NCAA basketball, but there was a funny comment that came across Twitter that they just posted up there.
Something about Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, and they said Charles Barkley should have been riding the bowling ball.
He should have been the bowling ball.
I know, that was great. That's all that made me laugh. I thought everybody else would like that too. So.
You were correct.
All right, Mr. Dirty. Anything else about baseball that we should know besides Tampa related? You got any like early favorites? I know there's still
Blue Jays,
159 games to go, but
There's a couple of watches that are happening this season that I think are significant. So Miguel Cabrera hit the first home run of this season. I don't know if anybody saw this, but he hit it. So in Detroit on opening day, it was snowing.
Okay.
It's never happened on opening day before. That's crazy. He hit a home run, but because of the visibility with the snow, it hit the top. So in some fields where they have the top of the wall and then it continues into the stands.
Right.
So it's really hard to see like what the top of the wall is and what's a home run.
Well, it has like
They have a yellow line. They put a yellow line.
right.
So he hit this ball. It hit the top of the yellow line, bounced back into the field. It was a home run.
Right.
It was the first home run of the 2021 season. He could not, because of the visibility with the snow flurries, see that it was a home run. So he just basically sprinted and hauled ass and slid into second base, and then the umpire tapped him on the shoulder. He was like, "No, man, go ahead, home run," and let him go. Well, he's an important one this season because that was his 488th home run, which means that he's chasing the 500 home run club this season.
Yeah.
We also have, I think, John Lester is chasing his 300th win this season.
Okay.
I believe it's, I want to say it's Albert Pujols is chasing his 3,000th hit.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of watches going on in baseball this year. A lot of career a career
like milestones.
milestones can be matched this year. So that's a lot of stuff that we're looking at right now. Yeah,
And correct me if I'm wrong. They've gone to like a full season again.
full season, 162. Yes.
Geez, that's so many games. Bro.
I know. Yeah. Well, that's what it is every year. But and here's another one too.
When's the last time you played
So-
baseball? It's like
Albert Pujols.
non-exerting.
Albert Pujols entered the season this year at 41 years old with 665 home runs career. So, if he hits his average this year, then Albert Pujols will hit his 700th home run this year.
Nice.
Which could be awesome. I mean, if he does that, that puts him in the stratosphere of only two other players.
Yeah, but he's retired though.
1,000 hits though.
3,000 hits, 700 home runs. That means that he'll be in the stratosphere. Only two other guys have done that, and that's
Mark McGuire,
No,
Sammy Sosa.
no.
You remember that battle?
Yeah, I remember that battle, but yeah.
My grandfather bought me one of those coins from Mark McGuire when he get it. It was gold and silver, and like
Oh
a
yeah,
week
that was
later,
a great 1990. Oh, that was
A week later, Sosa got it. So.
Yeah. No, McGuire beat Sosa.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
remember. Whatever.
But anyway, so the only two players who've ever hit over 700 home runs are
Is this a Liz quiz?
Barry Bonds and Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
The only two players. Yeah.
Babe was my favorite. Played drunk half
He
the
had
time.
that
I was like,
illegal elbow wrap
Yeah.
on that gave him more power. So I don't know. I'm not so worried about his steroids, but that elbow.
Barry Bonds.
the elbow.
Barry Bonds had the most ridiculous gimmick. So if you remember, back when he was hitting all those home runs,
man.
they were pitching him in. They kept pitching him inside and striking him out inside. So then he comes up with this idea that's the most ridiculous looking thing in the world, but it worked. Is he comes to the plate with this super short fucking bat. So he just started coming to the plate with a super short bat, and they'd pitch him inside, and he'd hit it out of the park.
Wow.
So yeah, he just found a way to. I mean,
That's
if you-
allowed?
I mean, as long as it's, I think
As
minimum
long as your
length
bat
is,
length is
it's
in
like
with the
minimum
regulation.
length is 31 inches.
Okay.
But most of these guys hit with 34 to
I know you're
36
not supposed to have
inches.
There
torque,
is a good
torque in them or something.
There is a
Right.
good fact, and I think it was Mickey Mantle got Babe Ruth to change his bat length, or maybe it's vice versa. He went from like a 32
Those guys
to
never
a
met.
28. Well,
They
there
never
was
met.
somebody. It was maybe it's
Yeah.
Mantle and
It'd
Garrett
be something else.
or
Yeah.
somebody.
Those guys know that either. It's, they're you're talking about like a generation separate by like 30
Okay, well,
years.
either
but,
way,
yeah.
I just
It's
saw
probably
it.
Yogi Berra.
Well,
very, very possible. Yes, could have been. Could have been. Yeah.
well, you know what? That's an accomplishment because I've made it through a show for a long time without being wrong. Today. I broke a new personal record.
I think
I believe
Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig both died while Mickey Mantle was still in high school. So
Well, maybe I was talking about.
Joe DiMaggio could have been. That's
See,
possible.
there
That's
you
possible.
Joe
Yeah.
DiMaggio.
That's possible.
There was I read it.
DiMaggio's final season was Mickey Mantle's rookie season.
The funny thing
wow.
is,
Yeah.
I don't remember everything I read.
It was Mickey Montel.
There you go.
Oh,
It could have been Montel Jordan.
thanks for clearing
There
that
you
up,
go.
Owen.
How did Dr. Phil get into this?
Okay, well, let's get into this other headline here. So, did you see the tattoo that your guys' Super Bowl winning head coach Bruce Arians got? Right?
I did not hear about this.
Okay, so it's pretty much a Super Bowl trophy. It says the score on there. Where was it located at?
It was located on his left back strap over his shoulder. It's like looked like a real edible section there. Like if it was pork, you're like, man, that ain't gonna be tender. I mean, and
Tender
I
shoulder.
love the champ stamp.
The champ stamp. He
I'll
put the
take-
score on
I'll-
it?
Yeah, I
That's
love the champ
ballsy.
stamp. I mean,
He
come
put
on.
the score on it?
It's
He
not
did?
like he,
Jesus.
I mean,
No, I don't see the score. Is this it? It doesn't say.
No, if you look at it, it says the score right there.
Right.
See, it's real.
Oh, I
would
do.
prefer to
31-9.
have
Dirty.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
I mean,
dirty.
for me,
I
if
like
I'm
it.
Arians, I would have had that over my belly button.
Look how hairy he is.
Just
Old man hair.
He did a good job. At least it doesn't look horrible.
I know, but I would have had it over my belly button.
Just got his
That's
bald
what you done?
head.
Straight
man.
up Dennis Rodman on him?
Yeah,
Nice.
So
Buccaneer Bruce.
I've been there before.
So to follow this up, his quarterback, Tom Brady.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yes. He posts a picture over there on the good old IG, I believe. And it was a picture of a tattoo on Brady's leg of Bruce Arians drinking a beer.
Okay, did he do this on April 1st?
Here, you got it.
There's
you got
no
it.
way Brady's doing that.
Way
I'm sorry.
jump the gun.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were setting it
Giselle
up.
would be like,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
My bad.
Our skin
But he
is
did it.
not to be garnished with anything.
Any inks.
Brady was trying to be funny, so that was his attempt at
I thought he did the one for April
He's having
Fools was he was in Arizona or something. He did another one too.
So it was pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
searching through here, I saw that picture. I didn't know what
yeah,
it was.
he
but
did something like Arizona Cardinals something blah blah blah. But it was just him standing in Arizona Stadium when he won a championship. I think.
So let's get in these Super Bowl champs. Is that it?
I don't know. I don't think that was.
Oh
it.
no! That's not it.
I don't know
Oh,
what
my
the hell
gosh.
this is.
Maybe
no.
that's why he's not so agile.
Oh, my
I mean, he
God.
got that hanging around on you.
Wait,
No.
what is?
You might
Describe
be
it. Describe it. What is it? What is it?
This is a tattoo of Tom Brady.
Keep it off the camera.
Sitting on like some kind of football seat in a bra and panties, masturbating. I think with those boots with the fur.
The fur. He does. The boots still have the fur.
Uggs? He's masturbating in an Uggs.
Uggs. In nice little Uggs.
I don't know whose leg that is on.
Where are we
Okay,
going?
I'm telling you this right now. If that bet goes through, this is the tattoo Todd needs to get for his
Whoa.
tramp
I'm
stamp.
sorry, Todd. I did not.
Tattoo. We never made a bet for Todd to get a tattoo.
I am so sorry. I did not mean.
Jiminy Cricket. First of all, I don't lose.
We talked about it in the group text about you getting the Bruce Arians tattoo
Yeah, I'm not getting
and making
Tom
that a bet.
Brady with the schlong out on me. All right?
Get Bruce
I
Arians
will
with his
take.
flung
I will
out.
take Bruce Arians on. Actually, well,
You should get the fake tattoo that Bruce Arians drinking a beer. You should get that one.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, a tattoo like that's going to limit where I could put it, so it's going to get into some tender areas. Where I could put
That's
it.
why we said I got the tattoo artist. He said he's willing to do it. And
In the nipple.
lower back, call it your champ stamp.
Lower back. I
Lower
don't
back,
think
call it your
so.
champ stamp.
No.
There it
Your
is.
champ stamp.
First of all, no one's ever going to see it. All right?
As he stops stripping.
I'm going to put it on my chest where you can see the thunder coming from. All right?
So let's get a little Buck talk here. You guys are the champs. You deserve it. Owen, tell us what's going on. I know they brought back all 22 other starters, at least for this upcoming year. So I know you're going to be completely Tampa biased, but that's cool.
I
There's
am.
no problem here.
Hey, and for my I actually brought this. I have a sticker here. It is of Brady wearing.
Nice. That's a
The
nice
goat.
sticker, though.
You like this sticker?
You know who came up with that design?
Who? You?
No.
No. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Actually, Peter just had punched him in the eye just before that.
Oh,
a couple
I
times.
would never
punch
do
him right in
that.
the nose and get
No.
the little black marks. Right?
No.
That looks nice, though. Whoever
No,
designed it,
actually,
I love it.
I heard. Whoops. Where'd my
Oh, this
There,
one does it.
the cable.
Oh, my bad. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a little buzzed right now. So, I heard that there was another lifelong Bucs fan who's going to be here. So I brought this for you. I have a couple of them.
Such a good gift. Look at that.
I'm heavy.
People love you.
They were like $1 off of eBay. So
Tag it right now.
no
People
big
love you
deal.
$1 worth.
I don't care.
Todd's a cheap
It's
date.
the thought that counts.
But that's
You're
not
the thought.
This is a little show and tell I have right here. Hey, Rick, do you have any of my music by the awesome band Moon
Oh
Men from
yeah.
Mars?
You
I
want
don't
to do
know
that?
Moonman from Mars.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of them. They're awesome. They're great. Go on YouTube, search Moon Men from Mars, and Spook Hunters. That's something totally different, but do those.
Tom Brady. I just got my first goat ever on my keyboard. Oh, man,
There
he's
you
a
go.
certified goat too.
This is me walking out of a comic book store or something. Picture me.
You're listening to Ballbuster.
That's right, everybody. All right. The Buccaneers are the greatest football NFL team ever. Maybe they didn't start out so great back in the 70s. Worst to first, we heard that. Then they went to worst again, but they're first again. And it's all because of the GOAT. But they have been in one other Super Bowl. Do you remember what that one was?
Yes. Was it 2003?
2003, absolutely. Yeah. No, football cards. This is I'm a little bit of a geek, as you guys can tell. I have some.
We call that a nerd.
Nerd, geek, whatever.
We like it, though.
Which is not a derogatory term
It's
anymore.
not bad.
Not at all.
I mean,
I'm a blurred.
I did play football in high school and stuff, and then I would go and watch the guys play Dungeons and Dragons at the same time. But
That's awesome.
I had a baseball card collection like everybody. I didn't really pay attention to it, but I'm like, how to get all the best cards in the world. And, how much are those worth now,
Oh, it depends on what you...
Well, it depends.
Depends on what you got, right?
Hold on.
Which
I know
one?
a guy who runs a baseball card store, and the 90s cards are fucking exploding
lot.
in value right now
You're
because
kidding. Yep.
people gave up on them and threw them out.
Yeah. Not me.
Millennials are going
I know.
crazy about
That
it.
What are
Bo
you talking
Jackson
about?
black and white card,
Yeah,
the
Bo
shoulder
Breaker?
pads,
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing's going for over $300 right now.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
Oh,
they're
dude.
blowing up.
Yeah.
The Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Decks, all those cards are
89
exploding
Upper
right now.
Deck Top Edition.
I have a
Top,
guy.
Upper
Griffey.
Deck,
Upper Deck
all
and
those.
Tops is two different companies, but
My
No,
God.
the Upper
But-
Deck. Well, whatever.
yeah, but either way, I got a
Three
guy.
upper deck top.
I got a guy who wants to
You're
come
not
on the
Upper Decker
show.
for me, bro.
I got a guy who wants to come on the show who runs a card store, and he's a mutual friend of mine and Chris Cucci, and he was telling me this, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" So like last time I looked at all that stuff, the values were in the garbage, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Don't tell me you threw all your stuff out," and it's like, "No, it's still there. It's in my old closet in my bedroom," and he goes, "Dude, it's exploding because people gave up on those cards because they thought." They weren't going to be
They
worth
printed
anything,
so
and
many.
they threw them out,
Yep.
and now the
Now they're
values are
rare.
through the roof.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking at my
Basketball, same thing too.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Let's see what we got
yeah.
to talk about the Bucs here, because I'm liking where you're going.
All right. So they did win 2003, but before that, they had a couple. Wait, I hear it. Let me show you this card right here. We were talking earlier. 2003. Who was their coach?
Their coach 2003 was Gruden.
Yeah. I mean, I like him.
Before that, Dungy was my man. And what messes me up the most about that team is Wark Dunn wasn't on there.
I know.
Fucking hurts me.
Atlanta. But we won't talk about that. But I show you right here. This is what they're doing, or at least they did a few years back, to make baseball cards more desirable. And I guess the next step is that these new collectors are going wanting those 90s. That makes totally sense. But in the football era, I mean, and baseball and basketball, I'm sure they're out there. But I mean, the real sport is football. They're doing these relic cards or memory cards or whatever. This is John Gruden, personal signature in a card.
Wow. Nice.
And before that, you had
Kind of disappointed, though, because he does. All right. He has a visor cap on. I stand corrected.
Show the camera.
Hold it in front of the camera. Yeah.
That's tough to see, but it's still.
now. We all know.
Hand it to Danny. Danny, get it close to the camera. There you
We
go.
all know he's the Super Bowl coach, the first Super Bowl coach of the Bucs, but he really took Tony Dungy's team to the Super Bowl. And right here is before they did the relic card, you had to go personally to the coach and get him to sign it, just like that one right there.
Tony Dungy's a great man. But he left the Bucs and he won a Super Bowl before the Bucs did.
That's a fact.
Exactly. And here's a not so fun fact. Well, never mind. Tony Dungy is an awesome man. He's been through a lot of crap. His son actually committed suicide in USF, and that man still bounced back and went to the Super Bowl and all that stuff.
He is an important part in broadcasting.
Yeah.
He really just tells you kind of the simple facts of it sometimes. Like, man, they're talking all these who covers what and who breaks what.
Right.
Dungy's like, well, I really think if they got more aggression on their defensive line, they're just going to win this game.
Is that first
that's
African American to ever win the Super Bowl as a coach?
No, as a player.
As a coach?
No, well, player.
As a coach, I think he might have been.
Yeah, I think he was.
Probably. He could have been.
he
Very
might be
possible,
right.
yeah.
He was.
I think you're right.
And he deserves that if he did.
Yeah.
He was part of the Purple People Eaters.
I still consider him the first Buccaneer coach to win the Super Bowl. That's
for
all
sure,
I'm going to say.
for sure.
He built that team, yes.
And before that, way
I
back
agree.
in the day, when I used to go to the games with my grandparents, they would do giveaways. And one of the giveaways was a set of cards. And here's Ray Perkins. Do you remember him, the coach, way back then? He was a loser coach.
No. I never went to a game until probably, I think I got gifted a ticket when I was working for a company. They had last-second tickets. They gave it to us. It was a year after the Super Bowl. We went and saw Carolina Panthers beat us like 43-10 or something.
Oh, wow.
The year right after they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
But I remember most is I spent most of my time trying to find a way on that pirate ship.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And continuing to get kicked off. I'm like,
Is that still a thing? Can you still get in it?
No, they have.
no, you can't. You have to buy tickets. You have to have a different
Okay, but it's
type
still a
of
thing,
pass.
though. Like,
Yeah.
it's still a thing.
yeah.
Okay, that's good, because that was like the number one. To me, that was like the number one thing about watching them. It was how cool they had a freaking pirate ship just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid, that was so cool.
You got to look at the stairs off to the left side of the ship where
Okay.
everybody's standing. Because you'll see people trying to struggle, find a way to get in there, sneak in there. That was me. And then I went back. I've been to 2 Bucs games. I love it.
That pirate ship, I love it. When I was getting married once, one of the marriages, we had our engagement photos there, adding the pirate ship.
Oh, that's cool.
I showed those to Todd.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You had to pay $200, but you got in the stadium, in the locker room.
pretty
get all
dope.
the pictures.
It's worth $200.
Yeah,
do you
dope.
want to get married next weekend so we can do
You don't have to
$200?
get married. You can just say, hey, I
No,
want to go
just
look.
to get on the ship.
Get it
That's
annulled the
all I'm
next
saying.
day.
I got on the ship.
Get it annulled the next day.
Yeah. We're not
We got on
really
the
getting
ship, though.
married. We just want
Yeah.
to. We just want to see the locker room and the ship.
I'm with it.
Now, I have something in my hand.
Minnie
now.
is down.
With it.
I have the Super Bowl players. Can you name a couple of them, maybe?
What do you got? Dexter Jackson?
Oh, I do have him. I left him at home.
Do you got Booger McFarlane on there?
No.
Booger. You got
No,
my
no, no.
APK boy, Warren Sapp?
Oh, okay. Well, yes. I have right here in my hands.
Ooh, this is a nice
It's
case
in
here.
a
This is
big,
good
thick
card.
case because it's a big, thick card. And in this card, it actually has a game-used
Julius
piece of the
Does
helmet
this
that Warren Sapp has used.
True
Oh,
relic.
man.
True relic.
And these are all numbered,
Do you
too.
know he was the punter at Apopka High School, too, when he
Yeah.
played college? Mm-hmm. He was
I mean,
just,
he's in high school.
Yeah, he went to the same high school as we did.
yeah.
Right here's
APK.
the man. In here is a game-used jersey piece and a game-used football.
The Blue Darters.
And Mike Allstott is the man.
All-Star, I
Oh,
think
man.
he
That
went,
was my favorite
I
player.
think he went to Purdue, right? Or,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite offensive player.
He was just a...
The
guy was just-
A-Train, man.
He was, man. But he reminded me most of... who's the cat from Cincinnati or the Chiefs? Christian Okafor.
Christian Okoye.
Okoye.
Christian Okoye. Yeah.
All right, I was close. I'm sorry. I
He was
rambled.
a
Okafor,
full-on
Okoye.
battering ram.
Yeah,
He was a
but
battering
that
ram.
was
Yeah.
Allstott.
Yeah.
Allstott was the same thing. I'm like, man, then he got work done just hanging out behind him, and he's like a third of the size.
Yep.
Little back flap strapping. Clackada.
It was a good team.
I love some more.
Hey, this one you'll really, really like. There are only 25 cards of these in existence.
Whoa.
This is Rodney Barber, and not only what makes this one special, the piece of jersey. This is a game-worn jersey, and you can tell if you look at it, there's a little stain at the top. This is very, very rare. I don't know if it's blood
That's pretty cool.
or dirt or what, but that is a game-used, possibly stained with his DNA in the bloody way, not the...
You know
Right.
what?
Not the creepy way.
Out of all the players, like I love Keyshawn Johnson. Granted, he wasn't a career player,
That's pretty.
but Rondé Barber as a franchise player, him and his brother had a lot of moments in my life that I remember. Him and Tiki. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Tiki, we were talking about Strahan earlier. I think he helped Strahan out, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, those two players were they were twins on top of that. They looked alike. One decided, man, I can run fast. The other one's like, hey, I'll tackle you. You ain't getting past me.
That's
And
exactly...
that's-
They grew up playing against each other,
They're
and
like,
they got
they
great.
were like, man, ain't nobody quicker than me. And they were both great players.
Great players.
Man, Tiki used to have that fumbling problem, and I always rooted for Tiki just because Rondé was on my team. You know, anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime the Giants won the Super Bowl, I'm like, come on, Tiki. And Tiki had that fumbling problem. He changed his whole running style.
Yep.
Brought the elbow in, made sure the ball never left the side of his shoulder.
Yeah.
That side boob.
Yeah. He goes, and it changed everything about him. And Ronde Barber's the same kind of guy, man. Nothing. This is good. This is
Bringing them back. He's bringing them back. He's bringing them back.
A little bit better.
I've
Here.
been following him a while.
Who remembers that iconic commercial from like 20 years ago? Who's our favorite player?
Mr. Derek.
That's right. Here's a rare signature of him on a freaking card. Yes, you have the Derek Brooks jersey here.
Well, which is sadly, Dirk gave me that because he
Stained.
found it at his parents' house. He's like, I don't even know where this came from, but you like the Bucs. I'm like,
I was
like,
cleaning out.
that's
I was
dope.
cleaning out some a bunch of clothing at my parents'
You're
house.
going to call it crap. Don't call it crap.
No, it was stuff that was going to be like donated and stuff. And I saw there was a jersey in there. I pulled out. It's a Derek Brooks jersey, and I texted Todd. And I was like, dude.
it's a double
Fun
win
fact.
for me, though.
That's
It's a double win
awesome.
for me.
Fun fact, and I'll present this next week to Brando, but I was at my parents' house today. They're moving stuff out, waiting for Goodwill to come pick up donations. And in the top of one of the boxes, I saw some stuff my dad was throwing out. And I texted Brando, and in that box was a
Don't say it.
Miami Dolphins Zach Thomas jersey.
You ruined the suspension.
No, Brando already knows. And a 2003 Hall of Fame induction Dan Marino t-shirt. Wow. And so I grabbed both of them. I'm like, Brando. And it's like, fuck yeah. Does your dad want cash for it? I'm like, no, just come help him with his garden.
For the record,
Nice.
if you ever
That's a
find
good
anything
exchange.
like that again, just hold on to it and surprise me at the moment.
Will do. Yes. Okay.
What does the dolphin think about this?
I like it.
Keep your finger out of his blowhole, Danny.
If Brando was here, he would say, nothing goes in a blowhole, Todd.
That's going to sound like Todd in a moment when I get to my last card. Trust me.
All right. What
But
do
here,
we got?
this
Chili
one
peppers?
is just one of my favorites. I got 4 more to go. This one's 99 of these made, but it's kind of cool. You know the eye black that we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
That's eye black signed by Jeremy McNichols or something like that.
McNichols he's recent though.
Kind of, in like 5-6 years. I think he's somewhere else.
That's still good though. I like that. You got the number. Yeah.
When they leave the Bucs, I lose contact. You know, I like what I like. I don't have time for anything else.
You don't still cheer for the player that you cheered for, like when.
No, he left. Hey,
Man,
no, I do.
When Warwick Dunn left Tampa Bay, I still cheered for him when he
Yeah.
was in Atlanta.
I did. I wanted him to do well unless they were playing the Buccaneers. Then he left.
I never had a problem watching Drew Brees beat the Bucs.
Okay,
That's.
go on.
I'm sorry. I didn't-
I call him Boob Breeze.
But we beat him the year it mattered. That's all. It matters, right?
It's a good one.
All right, here you go. Super Bowl team, Mike Evans, rookie card signed.
Rookie card.
And Mike Evans,
Hold
that's his guy.
Hold on. Yes, he. You know what?
He said yes.
My God, I took him first in my fantasy league football last year, and everybody goes, "What the hell are you doing?" But Mike Evans still had 2,000 yards, 100 catches, and a whole bunch of touchdowns. He's probably the most consistent wide receiver there was last year, and has been for 7 years in a row now.
Very good.
Yeah, he's a.
One of the reasons why Brady came to
just-
Tampa was because of the receiving staff. They had receivers already there waiting for him.
Yeah, but this guy here, though, man, that'll be my next jersey.
Hey, you
Mike
put
Evans?
Johnny Manziel on the map.
Now what?
Good job.
That's a no. Whoa! Wasn't also? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's right.
I'm down to.
No, but Tannehill was on there before that, right?
Yeah, for college, he was the main guy for good old Johnny Football.
Johnny Football.
Now, Todd, I know you love Mike Evans.
Yeah.
In my hand right here, there were only 10 of these cards made.
What are you? What is the dollar value on these cards?
I don't want to know. Let's not get.
I want to
hyped
know
here.
next week because I don't know. Because when they sucked is when I got it. Like 3 years ago, I moved into a new place, so I made a bathroom. It's all Buccaneers in the bathroom. That's
Oh man!
I used to say they play so shitty. It's the appropriate.
I'm sinking the ship.
So I went on eBay and I just typed in relic Buccaneers and nobody gave a shit. So some of these I got for $5, $10. I think
I have to follow you up. I never think of it.
the most expensive one I have is coming up here in a second. But
All
this
right.
one, there's only 10 of these made. There's 2 Super Bowl winning players on here. Hold on. It's Chris Godwin,
Okay.
a game-worn jersey, and up top is your boy Mike Evans. And not a game-worn jersey.
Jockstrap.
No, well, I don't know. It says it's part of
Is it
his
shaving
glove.
from his cup?
No, part of his glove. And if you touch it, you can feel how sticky it is. But
Ooh.
But hold on. I got a little contest. Let me. Before I pass that one around here, if you want to, here, I'll let you
touch the stickiness.
You can show
What the hell?
Wait, don't touch it.
Oh,
Okay,
don't touch it.
Don't touch it yet.
Okay.
You have to answer something. But let me get to this last card. This last card is probably my most favorite.
Oh my goodness, dude.
There's only 10 of these made, also. And if you look in the front,
10 of them made. This is ridiculous.
Mike
Mikey,
also.
yeah.
Notice it's white and pretty.
This
It's got a Belgian
awesome.
flag there.
It's a flawless card.
Nice.
Awesome.
This is a game-worn jersey. And what game do you think it was worn in?
Super Bowl 2003.
Yes, and if you look at the back of the card, they actually made a mistake, and they put XXVII. So not only is this only 10
it's a
cards
rare-
It's a
made,
misprint. Oh my
with
god.
a game-worn jersey, when you
man.
watched the Super Bowl, you saw this material on him on the TV. And plus, it's an error card. So,
Yeah, that's a misprint. That's crazy.
So
Do
I know-
we have time for me to...
no. I know we're running out of time. We got basketball or some kind of other sport to watch.
yeah.
But I am willing to let you touch both of these if you can answer. Answer.
Ooh, an Owen
You can
quiz.
touch it.
Porn stars love throwing out the quiz questions.
No, I know.
Pop quiz.
Do we have the Jeopardy music again?
Oh, yeah, we always have it.
Can you name? And this goes again, geeks. The geek will inherit the earth. That's what I heard. As soon as they put their comic books down, can you name me the one NFL Marvel superhero? This was back from the 90s
Think about it. Hold on.
when, like I said, there was a giveaway. One of these days, I went to the not the Super Bowl, but the old sombrero. Remember that? And they were giving away comic books, and Spider-Man is actually, I mean, they put Spider-Man in every other comic book as a guest star because, get people to buy it.
Yep.
So it's in canon with the Marvel legacy. Maybe someday they'll revive this.
Here's the funny part about that.
I
know
even
the
know
answer to this. And I know the answer to this. And it was the rebirth you're talking about was in the 90s, but this character goes back to the 80s.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. And the theme song for this character's movie.
Wait a minute. Wait, no, I don't think you're thinking of the right person.
Ooh.
Am I not? It's not a former NFL player
Don't
that
do the
became a
buzzer
superhero?
sound.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to... what's going on
Okay,
here?
now say it again. Say it again. I'm a
there's
little
an
confused.
Avenger. Hold on. There's an
Owen,
Avenger in
No,
the
I never
80s.
said he was
Ask
an
the
Avenger.
question. Yeah, ask
Owen,
the question
flash-
one more time.
Flash it toward me.
This is a superhero that's totally
Oh, that's not the
unique. He was playing football and somehow he became a superhero. This
Doug
is
Williams?
original character. Just give me his superhero name. He's an NFL former player.
For the Bucs?
For the
Well,
Bucs?
they gave it out at the Buccaneer games. It was a general NFL.
Megatron?
But now, what year? Wait, what year again?
Let me look
I don't
in here.
know.
Let me look in here. It's blah, blah, blah. Volume 1, number 1, October 1991. And if you look at this comic book, I mean, it's straight 90s. 90s.
Yeah.
90s
Oh, yeah,
artwork.
That's
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
That's dope. That's very
But I
dope.
tell you what, your
They gave them
fellow.
away?
Yeah. Well,
It's probably Vinny Testaverde.
That's crazy they were giving those away.
He was
It
around there at
is.
that time. Was it?
it is NFL Super Pro. I mean, people have forgotten about this.
Oh, man, that's
Almost
awesome.
non-existent. But Marvel did. They teamed up with the NFL. We're giving these away and actually sold them. And I don't know how many issues.
Is
I'm
it
sure.
Vinny Testaverde?
That's
No.
He's still on Vinny Testaverde.
Oh,
It's Vinny Testaverde. I
He's
swear.
colorblind.
And I mean, it's just crazy. But all right,
That's dope.
you didn't get that's super expensive. Probably $5.50 total.
Yeah.
$5.50. So,
Okay.
but after this show, I'm sure that's going to be worth a lot of money because everybody's searching it right now.
So you're telling me I'm going to have to
geek,
fight
that's
you to
dope.
touch those cards
No,
now
no,
because
you
I
are
got
my
the
fellow.
names wrong.
You are my fellow Buccaneer brother. I will let you
I'm
touch.
passionate about it, man.
I will let you touch the sticky glove of Mike Evans. And
Do you know what created these sticky gloves? Anybody have an idea?
I have no idea.
You don't
NASA?
have any.
I'm asking.
It's called a sport called soccer and how goalies catch the ball.
Yeah.
So that's where it came from. Okay.
Because it's the kind of material
Sticky, yeah.
you can
Gotcha.
spit on it, it becomes stickier.
Oh.
It's the way they tan the leather. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys can touch the sticky thing. I don't really about
yeah,
that.
I think everybody got to touch him and me. He's like passing around me.
Now, this is the piece de resistance.
I don't even want to touch that. I don't want to mark that thing.
A misprint too. That's so crazy.
No, all sought.
Yeah, you got to put that in one of those big, thick
Yeah,
cases
he's
and
like,
get it
he
officially
fucking-
graded by those.
Yeah, you got to get graded for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and that
Yeah,
is it is a protective case around it anyway, right?
No,
Right
Well,
there. But when I display them, yeah.
Yeah.
I've taken them out just for you.
Yeah.
6'10".
And y'all.
Look at that.
So anyway, Super
dope.
Pro, comic books, and
That's
baseball
dope.
cards, football cards.
Todd became a
that's my
kid
life.
again just now.
No, you know, I did. I
Unbelievable.
remember. All sought was like, man, it was like, what's going on? This guy would just run when they had no offensive line and just plow through
Just
people.
yes.
Neck roll.
He was like watching Walter Payton come through the hole, put his pads down, and just kneecap you. Just start pumping knees, and that's all Stott was.
He was
That's
the man.
awesome.
He's still a coach for him, right?
I don't know.
So he's still part of the team, technically.
Oh, nice.
So,
So you got a ring. You got a ring.
yep.
Okay.
Oh man,
cool.
so he got another ring this year. So he got 2 rings now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
My ring will be here probably in a couple weeks. Yeah.
What
This is my 2008. I
noticed you
know
wearing
I'm behind the camera because I'm the producer, but this is my 2008 American League Championship ring from the
thing
Tampa
is
Bay
beautiful.
Rays, and my 2020 American League Championship ring will be here this week. And they're also sending me a replica of the American League Championship trophy. So I'll have both.
What?
Are-
Yes.
You're wearing that on your wedding ring finger. Is that
Yes.
your wedding ring?
It's not, but my wife gave me full. She gave me full permission to, because we both became. Or I've been.
I didn't mean to put you on the
No. It's a great story. It's a great story. So my wife became a Tampa Bay Rays fan this season during the pandemic because both of us
you.
being.
Yeah.
She was unemployed. I was unemployed. We're watching the games together, and so she became a fan. She's got a favorite player. She's all into the team now.
Nice.
And what's funny is she's over the years has bought me like memorabilia and like things that were Rays related, but she didn't give a shit. She was like, "Go watch your baseball. I'll be in here watching TV." But now she's a Rays fan.
Because of you. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's
And
love.
Tyler
And so,
Glasnow.
and on April 15th, Jackie Robinson Day, she will be going to her first in-person game at Tropicana Stadium.
That is dope.
Hey.
That is
Yes.
very dope.
I would just
very
want to
dope.
say that this
And so she gave me
UCLA
permission to wear this ring and any Tampa championship ring as my wedding ring.
Badass.
And so that's what
I just need to find something to cover something up here for me. So
I told
championship
Todd.
ring.
So you need a tramp stamp?
no,
Trampa Stampa.
I need to get rid of a tramp.
A Tampa stampa. Oh, I like it.
Owen,
Yes, sir.
you probably don't want to wear a ring on that finger right now, but I told Todd I have a source. If you want a Tampa Bay Bucs Super Bowl ring,
Well, no. I need something
Yeah.
to cover this up. Now that I'm a single man, I have to tattoo a wedding ring.
Then I will get my buddy Johnny.
Yeah, I heard you talking about the tattoo.
My
guy
buddy
earlier.
Johnny. Johnny is the drummer in my band, Awesome and the Ass Kickers, the one who did the Meatball Spaghetti
Meatballs,
song.
meatballs.
Yes. And he owns a tattoo shop.
Hot sauce.
Okay.
Hot
I will
sauce,
hook
hot
you up with
sauce.
him, and he will put whatever you want on that
Or
finger.
if you want to get a Dremel tool and do this live on the air, I'll just try that. I
Let's
looked,
Ronnie lot that thing.
I looked online for home remedies.
I
to get
can
rid
do
of
it.
tattoos.
Offer a lower budget option. I can get you some battery acid.
Burn it off. Just burn it off, baby.
I'm open.
Like the pain. Where's this shop at, by the way?
It's East Colonial Orlando Tattoo
Oh, so it's not
Company.
that far. Okay,
no,
yeah,
it's
cool,
Orlando
cool.
Tattoo Company. It's on Colonial Drive, right north of Rouse.
I might have to visit them.
Yes, it's North Orlando or East Orlando.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to say this UCLA Gonzaga game has started,
Is it going good? It's like,
it's looking like it's going to be a game.
okay, good.
It's early.
That's all
I
I
don't
asked for.
believe it.
That's
We're-
all I
I don't
asked for.
We're
believe it.
5
That's all
minutes
I asked
in,
for.
No
and
way.
UCLA is up 10-9.
Okay.
That's because they
That's
just
better than 10
because
zip.
I started talking to them about them,
Oh,
and
did
they
you?
just hit a 3-pointer to take that.
They heard you.
9-7
That's what you're
back.
saying.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I think they're with me, and I just watched Gonzaga miss an open shot. I'm feeling comfortable.
You feeling good? You feeling good? Okay, all right. $900, baby.
So, don't you have one more story in the news here?
Yeah, we got a big one. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
All right.
this is a big one.
This is basketball now.
Because this involves. I mean, I casually follow basketball, but when it comes to comedians and actors, this is one of my favorites. I fucking love this guy.
Rappaport?
Yes, Michael Rappaport is the
the
shit.
crazy
I love
cat.
Michael Rappaport. Yeah. And
all right.
I don't know if you guys know this, but this is the
right,
Orlando
nerd.
connection. Shut the fuck up, talking.
You're
This
still
is an Orlando,
talking,
this is an
motherfucker.
Orlando connection. During the pandemic, we had the Orlando Comedy Festival, and it was produced by Moses DeWitt. Sabrina Ambra was the local headliner, and the national headliner was Michael Rappaport. And
Nice.
He did a
Let him get
pandemic
into the
comedy
story
special.
first, maybe?
Yeah, pandemic comedy special for the Orlando comedy fans.
Well, that's
So,
fire.
Yeah.
Was that the improv or something?
No, it was virtual.
Oh, it was virtual. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
he did like in front of his laptop. It
Oh,
was
that's cool.
fucking awesome.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
I called DeWitt Law Firm for my divorce. $5,000, man.
Oh man.
I went to the penny saver.
Oh, my
That's not that
God.
bad, though. 5 Gs? No, listen. I've had lawyers before.
Lawyers are great when it's a personal injury thing because they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you don't pay unless we win."
Unless we
But
win, yeah.
When it's a divorce, they're like,
Everybody
Pay us up
knows it.
front. Pay us up front.
"Why'd you make that much money? You're putting me in a bad spot here."
All right.
He
hey,
charged-
Client?
Hey,
Facts.
He charged me $100 for a phone call, and it
Oh,
wasn't even to him.
man. Oh,
They go,
man.
"Hey, you wanna get a divorce probably? We'll call you tomorrow, but it'll be $100. Have your credit card ready." Right? Click.
Sounds like a lawyer.
Yep.
Oh,
Like
man.
the psychic
But I'm sure
hotline.
he's a great guy, and I like him a lot.
I mean, he's
Nice.
always been nice to me. So, all right.
so you've been I've been stopped right there.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Oh, Lord.
All
All
right.
right. So I don't know how much you're going to like your boy after this because he sort of got a little snaky with this one. I don't know how much you looked into this.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Let's just make this a quicker story than it really has been. They're buddies, okay? Rappaport, the comedian, and Kevin Durant, they're buddies. Kevin Durant actually got him like tickets to finals games in the
Right.
past, which Rappaport actually complained about where the seat was. But that's beside the point.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. So they're a little back and forth. You know, they're having fun. Well, personal DMs. This ain't on like your news feed, whatever. Durant got a little bit dirty. Okay, now he got a little bit dirty, and then Rappaport let this leak. And I mean, I'll tell you the
He
truth.
screenshotted it.
Yeah, he totally did. So I'm just going to tell you
Yeah.
a couple of the quotes. I won't get into everything, but all right. So first let's say what Rappaport. So Rappaport to Durant said, "Go help." I quote, "Go help the kids in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and stop being a fucking pussy."
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Durant says, and I quote, "All you do is cocksuck other men for attention." All right. He called him a piece of shit. He told him to suck a dick, which I believe he already talked about prior. And then, quote, "You pale, pasty, cum guzzling bitch," unquote.
That was my favorite one.
So now I'll tell you. Now this is sort of over. I guess Durant was sort of like one wording an interview, which was on like TNT by like Barkley or something. They were sort of getting into him, and Durant wasn't sticking up for himself. He was just trying to get out of it. And then Rappaport, that's when he made a post. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was a post, like so everyone could see. And he's like, "Hey man, stick up for yourself. You know, these guys don't just sit there and shut your mouth like a little pussy." So then all this other stuff though. Direct message.
Yeah.
Okay.
DMs.
Rappaport lets it out, because he says Durant crossed the line. And, Durant actually said, "Hey, we actually say stuff worse than this." You know what I mean? And I'm not a fan of these guys that are thin-skinned. And I've seen Durant get roasted before where he doesn't laugh. Like, he doesn't like getting picked on, you know, and I'm not a big fan. But this is the kind of language I'm all about. I sort of like that. Well, I'm serious. I like to joke around, say stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're just teasing our buddies. You know,
Right,
we don't
right.
mean nothing. We're just
They sound like they're ball
Josh and
busting.
you.
Are they serious or are they ball busting?
No, I feel
exactly.
like I
right?
feel like that cat that we always hear Jason or Mr. Rappaport talk about
Yeah.
is probably named Kevin Durant.
Yeah, cat's back, ma.
Cat's back, ma.
That weird-ass cat's back, ma. Holy shit, what the fuck is that, ma?
Did you read any of these prior?
Yeah, no,
Mini?
yeah,
Did you see that?
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, as the story goes, on Michael Rappaport's part, he says that they never had a conversation like that before. It states him. And he also states the reason why he put out the DMs was because he mentioned his wife and all kinds of stuff. Which he didn't say anything bad about his wife. He just said that his wife didn't respect him anymore because he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Which is understandable if you are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But my thing is, the only problem I have with this whole thing is the fact that he got out.
Yeah.
You're Michael Rappaport. You're supposed to be a New York guy.
Yeah.
You pride yourself on being a New York tough guy. You're supposed to be from the neighborhood. Neighborhood kids don't do that. You will meet that person up. You have that conversation, whatever you want to do, but you're not going to expose what happened in the DM. Like, that's not New York. That's
Exactly.
not Mr. Tough.
Yeah, I
Guy,
agree with
New
all
York.
that. I agree with all
Irish.
that.
Other than that, it is what it is, open field. But that to me was like,
Unless this
dude,
is all
that's-
planned.
That's where we're at, though, now, with everything. Everybody wants to expose somebody else for something they've said, and it's that's kind of where we got to, I think.
sadly.
It's very
Society-wise,
sad
yes.
because I like having conversations with dirt where I can be off subject and be fucking vulgar about something, even though I'm just being joshing about it, just fucking about it. But if you were to release something, like say we were important,
Right,
and
right,
you
right,
would
right.
release something.
No, I wouldn't do that. Okay, so
I know you wouldn't, but that's
Yeah.
kind of where we're
Yeah.
getting to with that relationship.
So here's what I'll go with this, and this is just what I've heard from Michael Rappaport say on his podcast. Is that I Am Rappaport podcast. So, and this goes back to like people I know that I've worked with. So, Gilbert Gottfried and Bob Saget said that they have an email chain that's been going since 1997. That if it ever got leaked to the public, both their careers would be over.
right.
Yeah.
Because they make jokes with each other and everything
Yeah.
like that. So Michael Rappaport referenced things like that in the podcast when he talked about it. And he says, we are not buddies. We don't like hang out. I'm a New York guy. He was playing in Brooklyn, so we know each other casually. And he's like, and so when it comes to ripping on each other, he's like, that never actually happened. That we just had casual conversation. He goes, then when he comes at me this way, and he goes, then I was like, man, this guy is going to like come at me, talk about my wife not respecting me, then call me a cocksucker and all this other stuff. And he's like, that was bullshit. And so and he did say also, he goes, if I had it to do over again, maybe I shouldn't have leaked it, or maybe I shouldn't have screenshotted it. But at the same time, he's like, if this guy's going to talk this way to a person that he doesn't know that way.
Right.
He goes, and Kevin Durant has a history of going at fans
Yeah.
on social media,
Facts.
on Twitter and on Instagram, going at fans. Then he's like, this guy, not only is he thin-skinned, but he's ready to pop out that kind of language on a guy that he really doesn't know that way. And he's like, and then with him having relatives that are gay, he's like, no, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
This
He
is
did
what
do
he
homophobic
said.
thing.
Yeah, throw it out there.
Yeah.
And so he's like, that's, but, and again, I will say that in some cultures, that's not seen. It's not. So when you say things of that nature, you're not trying to be derogatory against actual gay people.
Yeah.
You're just trying to take a guy who is an alpha and say, and call him something gay as a shot at him.
Yeah.
I get that. Still not good, still not right. But in some cultures, that's what you go to. I understand that.
That's why I
But
changed
either way,
the-
it's like it's a muddy situation. There's no one is going to be right in this situation.
Facts. At
No
all.
one's going to win.
At all.
But it is what it is.
I will say, to defend him, though, I will say this.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was Michael Rappaport, I would have had to kind of screenshot it, because if I would have said it, nobody would have believed me.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
That's-
saying?
yeah.
So if I would have went on anything, on a radio show, like, oh, he called me this, and he said this about
Yeah.
my wife.
Yep.
It could be a he said, she said. He's a way bigger star than you right now.
Yeah, nobody's
and
gonna believe
nobody's
you.
gonna
Yeah,
believe you.
exactly,
So,
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I
Yeah,
do
I
understand
get it.
both sides. I get it.
And plus, he wanted to be in the news so somebody would talk about him, since nobody does.
Oh, the
Well,
big truth. Whoa.
All
right. Whoa.
I'm sorry. No. What I like the best is you're talking about this gay controversy, and you refer to it as a muddy situation. I love that.
Well, I mean, does this not make Michael Rappaport Charles Narkley?
Oh.
Hey, you be
That's a good
careful
one,
with
Charles
Barkley.
Barkley.
Okay, I don't.
He
like
said
that.
Narkley.
I don't care.
He's a defendant of the round mound of rebound.
If you wanted to talk about Charles Barkley's swing at a golf, I'm okay with that. You can golf about it.
Okay.
That's
He's
terrible.
faking that. He can't be that bad.
Dude,
I've seen
I'm
that
telling
the
you-
man is horrible. The man is horrible.
If I was Cardi B, I'd be jealous of Charles Barkley.
I don't even know who Cardi B is.
You see that badonkadonk that Charles Barkley's got?
Charles
when
Barkley got that thing back there.
swinging a golf shot. Oh man,
That's how you box out.
Yeah, he boxed out a lot.
He's got the fundamentals built into him.
It was
right?
fundamentals,
Like,
yeah.
hey.
If you were standing behind Charles Barkley, his ass would be behind you right
You
now.
know what's
Yeah.
sad is you don't remember. That's what's messed up is you don't remember Charles Barkley when he was at Arkansas. His first years as 76ers, he was a thin man.
I wouldn't say
know.
thin.
Well,
That was a thick boy.
He wasn't
thick,
fat, but he didn't have that badonkadonk.
Okay, I'll give you that.
No, that
I'll give you
badonkadonk didn't come out
That
till
was-
he went to the Suns.
That was after throwing 2 Mexicans out of Orlando Bar. After,
here
after that, the booty just grew on him.
He had an image he had to keep, right? At that point, he's like,
I don't blame him. If they were talking stuff about me and my wife, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was.
Yeah,
there was a lot of-
Charles-
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
He is, man. He's
Definite cheek injections.
Get the Brazilian butt implants in. He's what made that famous. He's like, what made that a procedure? You coming here to get the Barkley?
The Barkley. That's funny.
Oh Lord! All right. Well, do you any more comments on that fun
No,
subject matter?
I think we beat that horse to death.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay.
Are you going to twerk it?
Who, me or Barkley? I'm just a skinny little 160 pounder. You don't want to say I got nothing to offer here. Bony butt. All right. Well, thanks, Brando, for the headlines. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And when we come back, Mini is going to tell us which NBA superstar put the ass in association, oddly enough. You're listening to the Ball Busters.
This song's about my mom and dad. You see, they had a bit of a problem. Between alcohol and crack cocaine, I know it was the 80s, but
You're listening to Ball Busters.
Get ready to get weird. I'm coming to your heart from the bottom of this year. Chaos, pure fear. You're not here, I do it. Fuck this game, it's slam, I blow through it. All these things you don't know is proven. Open up your mouth, I'm out of through it. Get ready to get weird.
You're listening to Ball Busters.
Get ready to get weird. Get ready to get weird. It's like trying to tame an untamed beast. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. It's like trying to tame an untamed beast. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. Yeah.
Get ready to get weird. Tell it to your mama that I'm blasting your kids here. Everything you try, you catch in your eye. I shove it, talking like you want
Oh,
it.
yeah, getting us going here. Welcome back to the Ball Busters. Was that luscious Lisa?
I
Yes,
feel like
that was, yeah.
I feel like she's singing about UCLA right now. They're coming to get it, son.
Oh, a close battle is brewing
no,
in the first
UCLA,
half. A close battle is
34.
brewing.
It is.
Brewing.
34
Oh, come on
28.
now.
UCLA.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Who would have thunk it other than Todd?
That's a valid point.
job.
That's a valid point. But I could hit 3 free throws in a row.
There we go.
So,
900 reasons to say yes to UCLA tonight for Todd.
uh-huh.
I like
Let's
it.
go with it, baby.
So I've been trying to, talk about the association every week. We usually pick a few games and pick the winners and losers, but we still know what the hell we're talking about. Minnie, you got to set us straight. What is going on over here? I can see you got the Jazz jersey on, and I believe they're still the number one team.
Number one team, baby. The Jazz are number one team in the West, and we'll get there in a second. Because I always like to start with the East. We're in the East Coast, so I like to start with the East.
Too early for Jovic, right?
Yeah, you know it. By the way, thank you for having me back there, Ball Busters. Is your man Mini with the NBA.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're the alternate.
I appreciate it.
You're pretty cool most of the time.
Well, I try. I can't be like you, Todd.
All right.
Oh, my gosh. What the heck is going on over here?
So, on the NBA, and I just blew it on your face. On the NBA Eastern side, we'll go with the top teams right now. Of course, the crazy story for me, other than a couple ones that we're going to get into, is the Nets being still number one without Kevin Durant, without almost Harden and Irving playing at the same time. They haven't even played at the same time, I think, more than 10 games at all.
Said 7.
Is it because of Mike Lowry?
Mike Lowry, no. But they did add Mr. Blake Griffin and Mr. Aldridge. Two great additions. A lot of people are saying, oh, my God, they're old, they're past their time. Other people are saying it's not fair that they added them. Wherever you sit at, it is a great addition at this time because they're both past the time that they think they're the man on the team. So now there's a time for them to be regular role players and do their job. And if they can do that,
get in where they fit in.
Exactly. If they can do that, that's a good chance. It gives them a good chance.
I heard Aldridge was holding out, and then he was going to go in the free market. And they were talking Miami.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that he went up there.
He went up to the Nets. Yeah, he was. Nice. He's on the Nets now. So a lot of people will say, oh, they're stacked. But, it's not they're stacked with players who are on their peak right now. I mean, they do have Harden and Irving and KD. I don't think KD is in his peak because of his injuries. And then I think Harden and Irving are probably the ones that are in their peak right now.
Yeah.
But they're still number one. Number one, they're making it work without them. As soon as KD comes back, we'll see what happens. The 76ers number 2, once again, still, overachieving to me because Embiid is not Embiid is not playing. He's not even healthy, and they're still holding on to number 2 at 33 and 15, which is not bad.
How do you like what I hear a lot about Simmons is Simmons was going to be a scoring type of player, but he doesn't seem to do that when he has.
He has no jump shot.
Yeah, but he's a good facilitator of the ball.
He's a great facilitator, great inside, great on finisher. It's just the jump shot at this point. He's suffering from the first 5 years of LeBron syndrome, where you can do everything inside, but the jump shot gets you every time. That's where he's at. But he's fixing it. And that's a good sign because I think the combination works as long as they got shooters around them.
All right.
As long as they got shooters around them, that combination might work. I think who they added, J.J. Redick, I think they added.
Yeah, they got rid of
which is
him.
a whole another shooter. He's a gunman for every team.
He was pissed off.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, because he wanted to go to the Nets because his family's from Brooklyn and all that, so he lives in Brooklyn and all that stuff. But then again, come on now. It's a business they're going to give you to where they want to give you that's going to be best for the team, not for you. It's not like you were trying to get traded when you were the peak J.J. Redick.
Are you talking about Hurley? Are you talking about Hurley?
Oh, my gosh. Are we back in the 90s again?
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Hurley's a good story, too, though. He coached Buffalo. Now he's with the Arizona State or Arizona?
Right. So the 76ers holding on for number 2 without Embiid right now. You got the Bucs at number 3.
Bucs at number 3. You might be the guy to do this.
Okay.
Are you ready? Seriously, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, now,
What's going on here?
spell Giannis's last name. Ready? Now think about it. Don't mess this up. Don't look at nothing. Hold on. No one has ever done this. It's been months of this.
Can I try first and
No.
then give my help?
Oh, okay.
Take your time.
I'm going to get it wrong.
Okay, do it. Let's hear it.
So it's about Giannis'
Yeah.
last name? So his last name is Antetokounmpo. That's
Come on, Minnie.
I'm going to get this wrong many T's. A-T-T.
Damn!
Got it wrong, right? Got it wrong?
Can I have a go now? I haven't even studied this one either.
What is it?
You have no chance.
What is
it's
it?
A-N-K.
Oh, get out of here. Back to the report, Minnie.
A-N-T.
Oh, I thought he was really going to do it. I really thought he was going to do it.
Nah, I got it that one.
You walked into that one, too. Nice
Is
way
it
to
Anta?
set
Like
him up.
A-N-T-A? No, right? I don't even know.
Too late to study now.
There's so many letters.
That's why they call him the
past
Greek
so
freak.
many letters.
Yeah, it's too much. He got 2 brothers that's playing in the NBA right now.
Yeah, his brother's a savage,
Really?
too.
Yeah, he got a little brother. He has 2 little brothers.
One
who's
plays
a
on the
rookie,
team with
and
him.
then one plays with him, and the other one's a rookie. So, Mom, hey, be proud. You got 3 kids.
His older brother actually plays with him on the same team.
I have to know his younger brother.
No, I think that's his older brother.
Is his older brother?
It's his
Jesus
older brother
Christ.
who's smaller.
Yeah, 'cause he looks like a baby.
But
next
he gets out there and he just
That's
hustles
crazy.
out. He just
because he's little.
He's
next to him.
rough.
He's little.
Yeah, he's
All right,
rough and has
number
energy,
4 surprise team, of course, the Hornets. The Hornets are still doing great as a surprise team to me. Of course, they added Chris Paul, so that did a lot. But to me, it's just all those young kids playing their heart out is what's giving them. I'm sorry, not Chris Paul. They added LaMelo. They got Rozier. They're balling out of control. I don't know what their ceiling is.
Without their rookie of the year, or supposed to be rookie of the year, they're probably sliding a little bit now, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're still holding on to fourth right now, 25 and 23, but the East is super packed because you got 25, 23, 25, 24, 25, 24.
Yeah, it's the top 3 and everybody else like 500.
So for the last, we already know number 5 and number 6 is Hawks and Heat. As of right now, I have nothing to say to them other
Trae
than
Young.
please do something. Trae Young is balling, but please do something with your lives. And Biyombo is balling too for the Heat as well. I mean, they are. The Knicks are still holding on strong to number 7 with a bunch of kids. They're doing
Magic
great.
are coming for that.
I mean, Thibodeau is doing a great job. I hope so. Thibodeau is doing a great job. And, of course, I will have to mention my guys. For some reason, I don't know how we keep losing because we're just losers. The Celtics are in number 8.
What's going on there? Can we stop for that for a second? Because the Celtics are historically, they're always good.
Yeah, historically great.
But what's going on with them right now? I mean, they have who's it?
Okay, so this is what
They
happens
have
when
some
you have a
boys.
really, really good coach and X's and O's, but the coach can't talk to the players because the players don't give a damn.
Who are the the coach?
Their coach is amazing.
The
He's
cat
amazing.
from Butler?
Yeah, he's amazing. The guy is amazing. He's an excellent old guy. He's young. He should be able to relate. I think it's just like, I don't know. There's a gap there.
Power
you can
struggle
tell.
somewhere.
I don't think because the two biggest stars that you got there is you got Jaylen Brown and you got Tatum, and they're both not divas. So I don't think it's a power struggle. If there was a diva there, then I would say that. But I don't think it's a power struggle. I think it's literally they can't relate to each other. Like they don't.
It's
legitimately
lost
don't care.
in translation.
They legitimately don't care.
They don't have a true big man. I think it's a problem missing in Boston.
No, but they did get.
I know, but they don't have. Who's a big man?
I don't know.
Ties. They just got rid of Ties, and that was their big man.
Yeah,
but they do have
Ties is not good enough.
I understand that, but they do have a 7-footer called Robert Williams, who they call him Time Lord, and the man can defend. He is averaging almost 6 blocks a game.
But you still need somebody you can go to in the paint.
Okay,
the problem.
Not a big guy in the paint, but did they not just get Evan Fournier?
That's true.
From the Magic.
Who just made, 10 threes last night?
Yeah,
Or 7
I
or
know.
10,
Yeah,
7 threes.
he just went the fuck
Whoa.
off.
Yeah. 7 threes
from the
last
Magic.
night.
Yeah.
Yep.
That guy is he's amazing.
But you still have to steal a game out sometimes. You got to be able to work the clock. You
We
got to
already
have
know the
somebody
playoffs
down
is a
there.
half-court game.
I know. And
So we need somebody down low
they
that can
need-
space the field.
lack of better words, a Patrick Ewing down there would be nice for
But
them.
either way, this is the thing.
Or Kevin
I
McHale.
think that with the talent they have, if they were inspired enough by their coach, they could get through. A lot of these games they're losing are close games, and at the end that they're losing them, and that's coaching, my man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So because they're giving out good effort. If it was bad effort, then I'll say, yeah, blame it on the players. All right, so on the Western Conference, you got the Jazz number 1. Once again, yeah. Kyler Murray. Okay, so remember when Mr. Murray went off in the bubble and, like, everybody thought he was going to be, like, the MVP of the bubble if they won the championship?
Yeah.
And then the beginning of the season, he wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
He has come back to form. He's been shooting around 25, 27, so that's good. If he can keep that up and you still got Gobert and you can stop Spider Mitchell, you'll be able to run for a championship this year.
Can I tell you how to stop Mitchell?
Go ahead.
Is make him have to fly in a plane.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts. That is a really good story. They were flying somewhere. I can't remember where they were going. They had turbulence and
They hit a flock of birds.
flock
or
of birds.
something.
A flock of birds. And it was, if you see the pictures, it was like murder on that engine. It was blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Have you seen the pictures? They look crazy.
He was
It looks
already
crazy.
scared to fly, and then that happened.
And then
He goes,
that
Danny, do you know
happened.
this story?
Done.
Do you know this story?
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a great
So
story.
yeah, like some players at the beginning they were a little bit exaggerating and said they went on for like 9 minutes. It turns out that still it went on for a good, like the really bad part of it. It really went on for like about almost 3.5 minutes,
All right,
which is a long time.
I want to stop
in
you
the
there. Anytime I'm in an airplane and an engine goes up in fire,
Facts.
I am stressed out till I touch on the ground, slide down on the slip and slide.
Oh,
Right? You know what I'm saying? 3 minutes is not long enough for a plane to get back
That
down.
is super long when you're in the air.
Oh, man. Just your butthole biting holes in the seat and shit. Fuck, man.
I would have had a heart attack. I'm scared of heights. It would have been over by then. There's no
same
way.
here, yeah.
There's no way.
I'd
3
have lost my
minutes?
shit.
For me,
I'm
it would
out.
be-
I'm out. Knock me out.
For me, I would kind of enjoy. I like being like close to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the movie Airplane when they're going around slapping the chick?
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, yeah.
That's me. Abdul-Jabbar just something like, shit the that's me.
Come on, Craig.
Exactly. I'm telling you.
Come on, Craig.
I'm telling you. All right, on number 2, once again, okay, the West is really interesting right now, and it's all because of the Lakers, and we'll get there in a second.
Yep.
But the West is really interesting right now. You got the Suns at number 2 at 34-14, and they've been doing great. Chris Paul actually that's the team that he actually did.
He
join.
is a
Yeah.
man.
And he has brought, he is the man right now. He has brought veteran status to that team. The problem to me beforehand was they were all kids, and they were all kind of not realizing how important some moments of the game was, right? Yeah. And now you got Chris Paul telling you, like, hey, this much time on the clock. Hey, do this. Hey, don't do that. And
Hey,
it's kinda
get State Farm Insurance.
Facts. Facts. I did. But yeah. But
Easy,
look,
Aaron
please
Rodgers.
get me paid a little bit. I did. But yeah, that I think is the game changer right now. Of course, we all know Devin Booker is a stud, but I think that Chris Paul being there is what has gelled everything together. I mean, they're doing great.
He's giving him like situational coaching on the court. Like,
He's a
Yeah,
leader.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's a leader. He's a
We're-
veteran
yeah.
leader.
Natural born leader.
Where
I
he
mean, you can
doesn't-
say anything you
I
can about
like it.
him not
Okay.
getting playoff wins, but you will never hear somebody say he's a bad leader in a team.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, like I think this problems comes with other teams is he feels that he should have had the ball in his hand. Maybe he didn't want to have the shot at the end, but he still feels like the ball should have run through him before we send it to the guy who's going to take that winning
Which
shot.
I don't blame. I don't. He makes
He's
good.
a
He
great
makes good
cat.
basketball decisions. I don't blame him for that. Just like I don't blame LeBron just for taking the ball down the court on the final minutes. Even if you don't take the last shot, you can make the best decision. Go ahead and take the ball down.
As long as it's not a 3-pointer.
Do what has always worked.
Yep.
You know?
So number 3 right now is the Clippers. Clip fans are probably really happy because they're above the Lakers. The Lakers are coming in at number 4. With the Clippers, nothing really new.
Hold on,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Did you just say the Lakers?
I'm getting to the Lakers in a second.
Okay.
So the Clippers still got Kawhi balling. Paul George is still doing a little bit of his thing. The team is gelling. Go ahead.
Can I say so there was a big conversation this week about the Clippers.
Okay.
Between Max Kellerman and Stephen A.
Yes.
Smith that I listened to, and as you know, when you listen to a something that's said by Stephen A. Smith, he says what he wants to say, and then other people try to, debate his topic, and that just makes him get crazy.
Yes.
And he flies off the handle, but I think I agreed with him this time.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
Okay, here's what he said. He said that if the Clippers don't do what they are expected to do this season, he said, you cannot blame that on Paul George.
Facts.
Nope.
He says you can't blame it on Paul George because he says you've got Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard said, we need a point guard. We need a point guard. We need a point guard last season when they didn't make it.
Right.
But then in the offseason, he talks management into signing Paul George.
Yep.
He says, I need Paul George in order for us to get to a conference championship.
Right.
He says, and so now Paul George is there. And so Paul George is doing what Paul George does. But if he doesn't do enough to get them to the conference championship, you can't blame Paul George. Because Paul George is doing what he's doing. We're talking about the Clippers.
I know. Yeah.
All right. Can I go back? So he's saying that he's like, you have to blame Kawhi Leonard on this because he went to the management. He told the management, this is what I need. This is what I need to get to a conference championship. They gave him everything he needs.
Right.
And it's still not, they're not getting the job done the way that they expected it to happen. And he's like, you can't blame all these other role players that they've added to the team because Kawhi Leonard said, I want that guy, I want that guy, I want that guy. Mm-hmm. At that point, if Kawhi said, that's what I need, and we gave it to him, it's on Kawhi to make it happen,
That's
right?
a fact. I mean,
Right?
it's a bust. To me, if if you don't make the finals this year, or at least the Western Conference, is a bust. The
Yeah,
decision
but
to put that team
I
together
agree.
the way they did is a
Yeah.
bust.
But
Yes.
he deserves to be that kind of person, like LeBron deserves to be that kind of person to say, "Hey, I need these type of people around me to win."
For sure. I mean, I'm not saying they're
I
wrong for
want-
giving him what he wanted. What I'm saying, what he wanted would have been wrong. What he wanted is wrong if they don't make it to the Western Conference, because
This
you
year
exerted
is
yourself to
beautiful.
get all these
Management
people.
invested.
No,
in
dude,
what
they
his-
invested a
his
lot of
decisions.
money,
Yeah.
and they took his word as in they're not even going to look at nobody else. We're going to get this guy. Oh, you want this guy? We're going to give you this guy. You
Yeah.
want this guy? So that he built the
whatever
team.
whatever Kawhi wants, we're gonna give it to
You
him.
don't get to the conference finals
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
All I'm saying
and if
is
it doesn't
I'm
work, it's on
comparing
him.
to LeBron because LeBron kind of did the same thing.
He
with
does it in every
most
team
of
he
his
goes to.
team. Exactly.
But every team he's been on, he's won a championship for.
Or goes to the finals.
Yeah.
That's the point. Go to the finals.
Yeah.
Or at least the Eastern Conference. I mean, the
Finals
Western
is one
Conference.
thing I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
he
gotta
was
have-
on Cleveland for a long time and got a one championship. So,
But he got to the,
Well, that's before
conference
they let him
finals.
be the
Hold
GM.
on.
well, that's still
Hold on. Hold on. He went to the finals in his third season.
Exactly.
I know,
So
but
that's
he
still
finally
something.
won one after he left.
No, facts.
Learned from other people.
Okay.
Facts.
And
How
he
many
went to
teams
a
has
lot of
LeBron
them.
been on? How many teams has LeBron been on?
3 now.
3.
Yeah.
Right? The
Well,
Cavs,
4 if
the
you
Heat.
think about it, but really,
No,
And the
it's not
Lakers.
4 teams.
No.
He's been
Cavs
a
and
Cavs
Lakers.
The
franchise.
Cavs don't become 2 teams just because he was on them twice.
Yeah.
He's been on 3 teams.
Yeah.
The Cavs,
Cavs,
the Heat,
Lakers,
and the
and-
Lakers.
yeah.
He has championships with
That's what
the
it's
Cavs, the
like.
Heat,
And
and
the
the
Lakers.
Lakers. He's won championships on every team he's been on.
Thank you, LeBron.
There you go. Yeah.
So get it to LeBron. All right, so LeBron news. LeBron suffered an injury. And I know this sounds crazy because I know he never does. The man is made out of steel.
And he's
This-
47.
I swear, I don't know how he does
Is he
it.
that old?
No. He's a year older than me. He's 36. But LeBron is injured. He tweaked his ankle. It was a weird tweak. If you ever played football and you ever got tackled from behind or get your ankle tripped out on you, that's kind of like that kind of
High
ankle sprain.
Yeah.
So he got one of those, which is bad news if there's a lot of torn ligaments. We don't know. I don't know. I know there's no bone damage or anything like that. It wasn't broken. There's nothing broken. But they still give him about, I think it was 3 to 4 weeks. So that puts a damper on their season because they're at number 4. And the thing is, you still got AD out, right?
Yeah.
So
No
yeah,
AD and
no AD, no LeBron. You
Right.
added a great player, Drummond. Everybody wanted Andre Drummond because he is the rebound king. In the last 3 seasons, he's been number 1 in rebounds every year. So great guy. He can put up a 10, 15 any day. But then again, what are you going to do with him if you don't have AD or LeBron on the court? If you slide too much down, that means the West is super packed. Every team in the West is good all the way to 8 and 9. So if you slide all the way down and you come in and you have to play the Clippers or you have to play the Nuggets on the first round, that's not a good thing when you're just coming back with LeBron and AD just trying to gel back together. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Put 'em in a
that's
tough spot.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. That's a tough
need
spot.
time, but there's one name that you didn't mention that they have on that team is Gasol. Why are they not using him as more as opposed to? I know, but they took that right away. They gave the starting position to Drummond
Because he needed to. Gasol can't play. Gasol right now is about as good as his brother before Kobe yelled at him.
But you need points.
Horrible.
You need points.
He wasn't scoring any. That's the point. Look at his scoring average right now in the last 15 games.
Well, the Drummond signing is actually it's part of the, I guess you say, how do you say it? Topics of deliberation that are going to be brought up on this
they're
offseason.
locked out.
Right.
Because they're saying we have a trade deadline, but then you can sign free agents, all the way
You
up to
can refuse-
playoffs.
refuse
And so
your
that's
contact.
a lot of teams are going to argue that they're like, hey, the free agent deadline and the trade deadline need to be the same day.
Which I always said the same thing.
It's
I
like-
never understood how a team can go ahead and level up a week before the playoffs.
That's what I was thinking about with
Give me a shooter. All right, I got $3 million to spare.
No,
Come on.
with Aldridge. Like Aldridge decided to put his contract in dispute with or something with San Antonio.
Aldridge is on the way. He's been on the way out.
And then he's
been
was
on the
able
way
to
out.
pick his team out to where he wanted to go, which is kind of what you're talking about. Like the trading deadline had passed for that.
Yeah.
And he had held out or something, was able to, I don't know, it was weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
these days,
He wasn't traded
Just a straight up trade. I understand.
Yeah.
He was bought out. But this is the thing.
There you go.
Like he was bought out. But that's how the NBA works. You get that the thing that'll be more fair. The buyouts, it happens. The thing that'll be more fair is like he's saying also is the free agent and the trade deadline being at the same time. Even if you want to push it a little bit more back, whatever. But let it be at the same time because it's really unfair for you not to It's all about capital at that point, right? Whoever has the biggest bucks can get the biggest player at the end.
And again,
and
as we go back to big market teams. If it comes to like right before playoffs and you're a big market team like an LA, like a New York, that has the money to do that, you can literally buy free agents the week before playoffs start and re-up your team.
Which is
But doesn't it happen in every major sport?
No.
No.
It happens in no other major sport. That's
Not
the thing.
a week before the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
You can just pick up a shooter. Somebody who's going to
for example, in Major League Baseball, trade deadline and free agent deadline is the same
So
thing.
let's say, for instance, that Antonio Brown got moved down to the practice squad for the Detroit Lions, then decided the Bucs wanted to hire him on as a practice squad member for the Bucs, and then they move him up. That I'm way off topic.
If he's already in your franchise, that's different. But it's like signing a player like in basketball, you can literally the week before playoffs start, you can go to the free agent wire and
put him as a starter,
and even do some crazy things that we've seen before in the past where. Week before playoffs, and you go, oh, this retired player.
Yeah. Come out of retirement,
Come out of retirement, sign with the team. Magic Johnson did it.
Yep.
Michael Jordan did it.
Yep.
And next thing you know, you got guys coming in. And that's
true.
That's the
Magic
thing.
Johnson did that and came back to a team that was already failing, though.
But Michael Jordan did it.
Either way.
Michael Jordan did it.
But he never left his contract. He just came back and...
No, he retired.
No, you retire. When you retire, you leave your contract.
It voids your whole contract.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
First of all, Michael Jordan's a little different than everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would,
the
I would
rules have to
find
be
a
for
way
everyone.
to turn rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you wanted to be on my team, I would. Who do I need a kneecap?
All right, so we got on number 5, we got the Nuggets, and your boy right now is playing for the Nuggets now, Mr. Aaron Gordon. And did you know he changed his number?
Where's he playing now?
He's number 50 now, and do you know why?
Why?
He's trolling everyone who gave him less than a 50 for those 2 dunks in a row. That he missed the championship, the dunk championship.
I like it.
So
I like it.
He's being petty, and you know I'm all about the petty gang.
I had to reach a long ways to touch those mini arms.
Yeah. When they supple, though? All right. So number 50 for Aaron Gordon, which, I mean, they have a really good team. They have Jokic. They're doing great. I don't see a reason for them not to go over the hump, right? Like, they really have.
They still have Begovic?
Jokic?
No, over there in Denver, in Utah.
No, we're going to Nuggets right now. Number 5, Nuggets. Yeah. So I think they have enough to at least get them to. I believe they're going to get to the Western Conference. That's just me being a Nugget lover.
I think sounded
weird.
All right, okay.
Nuggets.
They have Sabonis or Sabonis.
Sabonis, yes, they have Sabonis. They got players.
I know, but with the Lakers were the surefire team to be worried about, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to be anything. By the time they get their players back, Lakers, they're going to be out of shape, and they're going to get dominated in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. And the not good, but the possibility right now is if they keep sliding, is that they will play the Nuggets in the first round.
No,
and that'll be a tough match for you to come back to, try to gel all these guys together and play them, cohesively for 7 games to come back to, because the Nuggets are rolling.
Now, how many weeks till the playoffs start?
Oh, man.
Ooh, they're only at, 47 games? So you still got some time. Because it's what? How many games in NBA season? 60,
72.
82.
Is that what it is this year?
This year.
Yeah.
This year is 72, I think.
72?
Yeah,
okay, so you still got some time. You got time.
Okay.
You got time.
All right.
All right, so you got the Trailblazers at number 6.
I want to interrupt you. I
Yeah.
was just watching some of this UCL, and they went to Charles
What's the
Barkley
score?
talking about it's halftime.
Oh.
I think they're tied up. And
Ooh.
Charles Barkley, he said something. I'm like, man, I don't know what he said, but I was reading his lips, and everybody seemed a little upset with him. But I think he just said UCLA's got it.
Dude, no, the fact that they're tied up. Listen,
he likes those battler
the
teams.
The fact that
man.
they're tied up right now says a lot. I did not think, I'll be 100% honest with you, I did not think that it would be a tied up game at halftime for this game. I honestly did not. So that says a lot.
Well, if it's at halftime right now, then by the time that we wrap this show, we'll be able to catch the last couple minutes here and see whether or not Todd lives another day in the
$900.
Maggie lives another
$900.
day.
All right, so just to wrap it up, we got the Mavericks coming in.
Oh, you got
7.
time, man. Do your thing. What you got?
Oh, okay, well, like I was saying, the number 6 is you got the Trailblazers. Trailblazers are doing the same thing they're always doing. Dame time until playoff time, and then there is no more time for him because he goes home.
Damian Lillard?
Yeah, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is a great player. The debate right now with the kids, and I say the kids because everybody's younger than me.
Yeah.
These days, it seems like, is who's better? Is it Damian Lillard or is it Irvin? Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
And to me, the reason why I pick Kyrie Irving is not because I'm a Nets fan, because I'm not. I'm a Celtics fan.
You're a flat earther.
Exactly. That. And I should have because he left the Celtics, but no. I am going to pick him as a better player because of what he does in the playoffs. He's been proven. He's made playoff shots. He got LeBron a little bit of a ring one time.
He takes
People forget
responsibility.
that. He takes responsibility. He knows how to share the ball, and he doesn't dwindle down in the playoffs. Once I see Damian Lillard, none of these have to win a championship. Just give me a good playoff record. Some good ball play, not as many turnovers, and don't be giving me 20 points, but you shot the ball 60 times. Then I can say, yeah, Dame, yeah.
Now, where did Kyrie Irving?
Nets. He plays for the Nets now.
Yeah, but where did he go to college?
Duke. Yeah, Duke.
Did he not get a championship with Duke when he was with?
I don't even know. Did he?
I don't
know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He's much more on the radar than Lillard ever was.
Yeah. To me, it's apples and oranges because they're two totally different players.
Well, and also,
I think so too.
I think wasn't it Kyrie when Kyrie came into the league?
He got hurt.
No, I think wasn't it when Kyrie came in that that was the same season that LeBron decided to go to Miami?
Well, because they bottomed out after.
Right.
He left,
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
And Kyrie's, rookie of the year. I mean, when has he has accolades. He has accolades.
He's done it. Yeah, he's done it.
All right, so number 7 is the Mavericks. The Mavericks do look good. I do love the Mavericks only for the fact that they have fun. Like, they're a team that go in there, and you can tell they're actually excited about playing with each other.
They have a good ownership group. They have
great ownership.
Front office support.
What do you think about and
fun environment?
But what do you think about Doncic?
Luka?
Yeah.
Doncic. First of all, the first thing I'm going to say about Luka Doncic is your mom is gorgeous. If you ever need a Puerto Rican stepdad,
is she Ukrainian?
My
accent?
God, she is gorgeous. But he's great. He needs to get a better 3-point shot. Other than that, he's amazing. His ball handling skills, his intelligence on the court is sick. He has eyes everywhere. The kid is good. But then again, that's what happens when you're a 15-year-old playing against grown-ass man in the EuroLeague. Yeah, that's what happens. He won championships. He's been the European Player of the Year before he even turned 19.
He matured as a player.
Well,
exactly.
You're telling a lot of similar attributes to another person that used to play for the Mavericks.
I thought you were talking about me.
And Dirk.
Yeah, exactly.
Dirk Nowitzki, do you think that he is going to at least get them one title?
If he has the right people around him, I believe so. I believe he's the type of guy that you build a team around.
Yeah,
he's a build a team around build a team around type talent.
Terry and a Jason.
If he was just 3 inches taller, bro, but
man.
still, the man is great. The man is great. The thing and let's not forget about Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, that's a good
the
point.
Unicorn. He does stretch the floor. He does do rebounds. He does do tough in the paint. So the man does give him that edge that you need to have for a championship team. Like I said, it's packed, dude. Like if you look at the West, it's packed, and then you got the Spurs to number 8 and number 9, the Grizz. Sadly, the Warriors, they have been on top of every list for the last 6 or 7 years, are at number 10, not looking good at all. And you got the Pelicans at number 12.
What did you think about what Draymond said this week?
About being the best rebounder of all time?
No,
about he's retarded.
About how he's not getting. He said, fighting for a play-in spot doesn't motivate me. He said that in a press conference.
That's loser's thought. That's a loser's mentality.
Draymond Green's. Yeah, he said he's like fighting for a play-in spot doesn't motivate me.
That's a loser mentality. If you have a winner mentality, that should motivate you. The fact that your team had to play in should motivate the hell out of you, not just to play in, to get in and beat ass when you're in. Say, look, we had a couple bad games, and that's what we had to play in, but don't count us out. My team was better than your team the whole time.
Right.
That's how you look at it when you want to win. When you don't want to win, you say things like, "Oh man, that's offensive that we have to play in." No, it's offensive that you have the damn record that you have. That's offensive.
I feel like Draymond Green's been there through the glory years. He's a big part that Golden State was who Golden State was. But then he's dealt with injury after bad circumstances. I applaud his fucking honesty with how he feels about it right now. He knows when he's played for a championship team before, and he's playing with a team that it's like, man, we're not championship quality right now. I can see that being a talking point to management, saying, "Hey,
management, not out in the media when
you got to bring
players
it up. If you don't bring it up to media, things like the Major League Baseball All-Star Game don't get moved."
This is the thing.
That's a true story.
Which is a true
though.
story. They get moved. No. But this is the thing. At the same time, though, when you're a veteran player and you're supposed to be the cool head in the game, you're not supposed to make those type of comments. Because if you're not excited about it, who you think the rookie's going to be excited about it? You're the champion. You're the one supposed to set the tone.
He's telling them. He's like, the rookies you're bringing me ain't worth us winning.
So you want to just sit back. So the only thing you got is either you go in with a winner's mentality or you just pack it in. So you got 40. You got what? 20 more games.
I'm not saying pack it in.
He wants to go
That's
on
what
vacation.
he's saying.
He wants to go on vacation in May.
That's what I'm saying. He must have just wants to pack it in.
No, let me tell you. If I think that I have the quality and I know what surrounds me, and I've been to a championship and won back to back, I believe too, right?
Yeah.
I know the quality of the athlete that I need around me. And when I don't have those guys around me.
But you forget, Draymond Green is not KD or LeBron or a superstar. He's Draymond Green.
He's a role player.
I understand that, but that
so
guy.
So you can't be that guy.
He makes some of the greatest passes I've seen.
Facts.
And he's also made some of the greatest defensive stops on players that you wouldn't think he would match up with.
Not arguing.
And that's what makes him relevant to that.
And keeping in, he doesn't have Klay Thompson either.
Facts.
Well, that's true.
They're missing Klay Thompson. They got a Steph Curry who has been hobbled, to say the least. Hobbled. And I think he's hobbled because he's tried to take on the role of Klay and himself. And let's not be...
He's a little man playing
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter on the planet. Bar none.
Could be ever.
I think. Maybe ever.
Could be ever.
Yes. And so he's come into this season missing Klay Thompson. The team has not been what they wanted it to be.
Facts.
And it's showing in the record.
Yeah. No, it's facts. I mean, I see what he said it. I mean, I see what he would say it. I just wouldn't say it publicly.
Neither would I. I would if it was me, and from the way you want your players from management level to speak to the media is go, let us play in. Let us get in. Hey, NBA, hey, fuck up and let us get a play-in.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Fuck up and let us get a play-in spot because if you let us get that spot to play in, y'all better watch the spot.
You have to deal with us.
Can I rebuttal this? Because let's just say that it was Tom Brady saying that.
What you mean?
It doesn't matter.
They're going to bring... Well, that's a true point, too.
Because he's a champion. And he
high
understands what is
character.
a winner mentality.
Green.
But he doesn't have a winner mentality. He just showed you that.
He's tired of getting beat up on.
And he also told you that he was the greatest rebounder of all time, and he's not.
At moments, he is a good rebounder.
Not the greatest of all time.
Todd. I will use another comedian's joke in this situation and say that if Tom Brady woke up tomorrow morning, all he had was Draymond Green's rings,
Oh, no.
he would jump out a window.
Facts. Facts. That man will be miserable.
Who wouldn't? I mean, but still,
I'm just saying two totally different caliber people.
Yeah, mentalities. Yeah,
Totally
you talk
different
about.
caliber
I don't
people.
think
You
so.
talk about the
because-
Kobe, the Jordan, the Tom.
Oh, you
Brady.
want to talk about Kobe? You
That's
want
the
to talk about
mentality we're talking
Kobe?
about.
Let's
You're
talk about
telling-
Kobe.
Kobe, how my ass tastes. Everybody.
You're-
Kobe,
oh,
how my
man.
ass tastes.
Yeah. Yo, that battle was amazing. Do you remember? It was a back and forth battle. It was two songs.
Kobe, you can't do it
Like me.
Everybody, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
I love it.
And also,
I
importantly,
love it.
to mention that we're talking about a Tom Brady who was a leader that led his team to a championship, and Draymond Green, who was a guy that was on a team that had a leader that led them to a
He was a
championship.
role player.
Negative. He
player.
was a very important part of that three.
Still a role player.
And
Not a leader.
I don't think so. They
Still
would
not a
never
leader.
have won those championships without him.
I don't think that. I think they were destined to win those with Clay,
I would
with
say-
Kevin, and with Curry.
I will put him. All right. I would say Houston
At
would have
most, he was
would have
fourth
lost,
on that team.
lost some
Exactly.
championships if they didn't have Robert Horry. just as
Robert Horry did a lot more shooting and a lot more winning than he did.
All right, let's
Hold
get away
on.
from this.
You talk yourself into a corner.
No.
Robert Horry has 7 rings.
We're talking about leaders. and he's
Draymond
like,
Green.
we're like,
Green.
What about these guys? But the leader on that team, and he's like, but what about the 6 man?
Yeah.
We're like, we're not talking about 6 men. We're talking about leaders. We're
Exactly.
talking about the main leaders.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Draymond Green.
Draymond to Green.
Draymond.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay. Yes.
Draymond.
From Michigan State.
Draymond.
He has been the one who's been with that team and the most consistent since him, Curry, or Thompson have been on that team. He's been the most consistent.
No. Steph Curry is the most consistent.
No, I'm talking about health-wise. The most
okay.
consistently played player on that team.
Okay, but to do what? Score 0 points for 5 games? Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about?
It's like, even if I don't even know a better way to say it. Even if it was 1 and 2. Todd, if Brady wasn't there, then could Gronk carry the team?
Exactly.
No.
Wait, you want to talk about Gronk?
Trent Dilferwood.
Football.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying it's not comparable.
I'm wrong.
Steph Curry is Tom Brady.
I'm going to go ahead and blame this on alcohol.
There we go. Do you remember the play he made in the Final Four?
Who?
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
Do you remember the play he made in the Final Four?
He made a lot of plays in that Michigan State run.
He gave that last pass for the last shot to win the actual championship.
Well, he's
really?
a facilitator.
Yep. What was it? Go ahead. Run through it. What was it?
And who was the player he hit it to? I can't remember.
I don't even remember who he hit it to. I remember him doing the last pass to win the championship.
But he was the clear leader.
I mean,
of
to
that
get to the
whole
final,
team.
to get to the Final Four, I think it was.
I love that. That's what I loved about Carmelo Anthony. What he did when he came into Syracuse. Woo! That was for real.
That was the best Carmelo. In the first 5 years in New York.
I thought that Carmelo was the meal ticket. But he just never. He was like Charles Barkley, man.
It takes a lot. Dude, NBA teams are a puzzle, man. They are a puzzle. You have to have all the pieces. That's the thing about it. You can have a great
like
player.
that,
That's the same reason why I said I don't think that Giannis will ever win a championship in Milwaukee. And the reason why I don't think so is because I don't think that franchise will ever put that puzzle together in a way that's going to give him an opportunity to win a championship.
Yep.
I don't think it's possible. I think their market size and the amount of money that they spend is not going to allow them to fill those spots in that he needs filled in. But what is going to happen is next time around when his contract ends, he's going to end up being a Karl Malone on the Lakers or a Karl Malone on the Lakers or a Patrick Ewing on the Magic. He's going to be a guy that's going in his last shot because
ring chasing.
He's contracted. He's contracted until he's
be like
36 years old.
He'll be like a LeBron transferring to Miami story. Like he'll be a press conference if he makes a big trade.
I don't think so. I think by the time his contract ends.
But I want to rebuttal you with this because I want to say the Brewers did it.
Brewers what?
Did they win a championship?
Brewers? Milwaukee Brewers?
Did they not win the Major League Baseball championship here in the last 10 years?
No. No. The last time the Milwaukee Brewers won a Major League Baseball championship, you were 2.
I must be thinking about the Royals.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. You're totally wrong.
Todd, you got it all wrong again.
You started good. This episode, you started really good.
I
It's been
know.
downhill.
Last time the Brewers won a championship, they were in the American League.
Oh, wow.
I like to argue everything while
Yeah.
UCLA is playing, right?
And what's the score?
Oh, there's Bill Burr right now.
Bill Burr, does he have some pumpkin shit in the back of the fridge for fucking guests?
Sam Adams.
I'm telling you, it's the same guy.
All right.
Today's the day you're going to take a swing on your old man? Today's the day? Today's the day you're going to take a swing on your old man? Come on, give it to me.
By the way, that's a good. If you seen that show,
44-45 Gonzaga right now.
Okay, it's still close.
Yeah,
dude.
that's a great game.
That's a good game.
Start of the second
That's
half.
in it.
So Gonzaga hit a late bucket.
Okay, it's fine.
So maybe they're getting into their run right now. I don't know.
Fine.
We're gonna see.
All right.
But I'm gonna have to call my friend Gonzo, tell him to shut this Gonzaga party down.
Good job. Good job.
Minnie, would you explain now? Is this play-in thing? Is this the last season they're doing it, or is this something that they're carrying?
Oh no,
on?
this is it. This is it.
Okay.
This is the way it's gonna. Just like they just switched the way that we do the All-Star game. This is the way now for the playoffs.
Really?
It's not just because of pandemic and all that. At first, it was kind of like that because of the pandemic, and they thought about it because of the shortened season or whatever, or the bubble. But they think that this is the best way to actually get the best team in there.
And how does it work exactly?
Which I'm not mad at.
It is more exciting.
Yeah, it's way more exciting.
I'm not sure I know what y'all are talking about.
Yeah,
here.
I know. I was trying to read up about it, and I was like,
it's like the play-in tournament. Okay, so you have, if I'm not mistaken, you have it's the 8th to 10th?
7th and 8th seed
all
is
right.
up for play-in with the 9th and 10th.
And 10th. So it's 7 to 10th. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 through 10.
7
so
to 10.
10 versus 7 and 9 versus 8?
Exactly, and that's the play-in.
Okay.
What's it, one match throwdown?
One game?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, come on. We got to give them best of 3 is basketball. NBA deserves it. I'd see.
Giving them a shot they didn't have before is better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
I don't care, though. With the NBA, you always get series.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
I like that. I mean, I like college basketball, which is their one-and-done thing is done.
And let's be honest,
NBA,
it would not
NBA is about series.
It would not be a bad idea for the NBA to get one more series out of the playoffs.
That's true.
Right?
That's
if
true.
the playoffs
Revenue.
started today and you had let's just say a 3-game series, even if it was best of 3 between 7 and 9 and 7, 10, 8, and 9 to play in a 3-game series, that's like 2 more games on top of what you've already got planned.
Facts.
That's money. That's advertisement.
And you know that's what they like.
Oh, of course. No, I think that would be a great idea. I think personally.
Yeah.
But I like the excitement of not being able to be a 7th or an 8th seed and just play out that 82nd game and know you're going to the playoffs.
Exactly.
I like the fact that if you're an 8th seed, you're like fighting to get to 6 because you don't want to have to play.
It forces team to actually play at the end. And not phone it in and sit people down.
Yeah.
And then, because that's the thing that was happening a lot. A lot of teams, hey, here comes the playoffs. Oh, LeBron James not playing for the last 2 weeks. Or Kawhi Leonard sitting down for the next 2 weeks. Oh, he has tendonitis on his left toe.
But we're talking about giving a team like Orlando Magic a chance to get in there. And that's what I said. We're going to be a playoff team. Count me on it.
They've been playing with a lot of heart
emotion
since that trade, and
They're
picked
playing
up
right now. I believe
They picked up a win against the New Orleans Pelicans and the Los Angeles Clippers.
and
since the
hardly
trade.
lost to the 76ers.
Yeah, and almost beat the Lakers.
Yeah.
So they've been playing
they beat
great.
The Lakers with
they beat the Lakers.
If that was with Fournier, they could have had
Yeah.
They're
But
they're
they've been
4-2
playing great.
over the last
and
6.
Bamba's getting more minutes. I mean, it's fun to watch. It is fun to watch.
I like watching those type of players. I mean, they're watching college kids go at it on their senior day.
Correction. It's the first team to win 2 games.
Okay.
The first team to win 2 games.
So it's best 2 out of 3.
It says the teams with the 7 high top of the playoff spot, the teams with the 9th with each other to win 2 consecutive games to earn a playoff spot. Okay, yeah. So they winning percentage in each conference will each have to win 2 consecutive games to earn a playoff spot.
Get on the mic. Hey,
wow.
As I said that, the Magic are losing to the Jazz. I'm going to burn you or punch you in the face here shortly. If I'm reading this correctly, it's the second quarter with 2 minutes to go. The Jazz have. Man, I might be cross-eyed. I'm going to go with 78 to the Magic's 38. So they're down by 40 points.
Oh my God!
You gotta be kidding me right now.
Let me check it.
The Jazz are that good.
Let me
the Jazz
check
are
it.
that good.
Let me check it because this man is tripping sometimes. So
Yeah.
let me check it real quick.
I'm not tripping.
Oh, he is not. Jesus Christ. 38 to 78.
Oh my God!
Ouch.
What period
You
is
said
it
that
in?
was crazy.
Oh,
Come
and
on.
the Knicks are going 110 to 75 on the Pistons. Wow.
Wait. So what period is the Magic game in?
That's the fourth quarter, but the Magic game is only the second quarter. This is going to be a slaughterhouse.
I thought
This is a slaughterhouse. This is a slaughterhouse.
Oh man!
Aaron Gordon, man, what did you leave?
Well, Otherwise, UCLA is 50, Gonzaga is 50, 60.
There we go. That's a really good game,
This is gonna be a
man.
burner, man.
That's a burner
man.
for real.
I think I'm at good points here.
All righty, man. Anything else to add?
Oh no, only that your guys are beautiful people, and I'm a little bit more prettier. Than
Oh, man, dude,
you're
it's-
drunk.
Best compliment I've heard all year. All year.
All right, thanks for setting us straight, Mini, on the NBA. Up next, Todd is going to tell us what he put in your children's Easter eggs. Stick around. You're listening to the Ball Busters.
You're listening to Ball Busters. You're listening to Ball Busters.
Back with the Ball Busters. We're about to wrap it up. What's going on this upcoming week? What do you got going on here, Todd? I know you have dreams of money from your dog.
Maggie, Maggie is a survivor in NCAA right now. I need if UCLA wins,
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Probably buy some Bitcoin or something.
All right. I thought you were going to buy something extra special to put in those Easter eggs.
Wow. What?
What?
What am I going to put in Easter eggs?
Oh, Jesus
You're
Christ.
killing me. For the love of Christ.
If Todd did an Easter egg hunt, that would be the most frustrating Easter egg hunt ever because Tom would hide all the eggs, and then he wouldn't remember where he hid all the eggs. And we'd all be walking around for hours.
For no reason.
Take it easy on my Altamas.
We need to hire one of those drug sniffing dogs
Just
to
to
cover
find
those
eggs.
eggs. Yeah.
She's right over here. Maggie.
What do you got coming up here this week, Mr. Producer Man?
Oh man, this week, well, not this week specifically, but I did just get gifted 2 tickets to Jackie Robinson Day at Tropicana Stadium. So, the wife and I are going to go down to Tropicana, watch the Rays versus the Rangers on Jackie Robinson Day. And for those of you who don't know,
Very nice.
Jackie Robinson wore the number 42. That number is retired Major League Baseball wide. No one in Major League Baseball can wear number 42 because it's in honor of Jackie Robinson. So, on Jackie Robinson Day, everyone in Major League Baseball wears the number 42 with no name on the back of their jersey to honor Jackie Robinson, and they do a whiteout. So it's the home team, white jersey, white numbers, white everything, and the home team is, I think it's gray numbers, gray everything.
Yeah,
So
that seemed like kinda
they do it.
crazy.
It's like a washout. You can't hardly read what's even on the jerseys.
Interesting.
And they do that in a way of honoring Jackie Robinson, saying that he's more important than the name on the back of my jersey, and so that's
Yeah.
their way of honoring Jackie
I
Robinson.
would wear gray then, not white.
Yeah, it's white. Either way.
That's all
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It came off kind of
It's a fun
weird.
game to watch.
He's worth honoring. I mean,
absolutely.
He
Yeah.
changed all sports, a lot of aspects, the way that every other African American was ever really perceived in sports.
Yeah,
he created
he did.
that. He created that gateway. I mean,
Sure. He was abused.
no, he's worth the
He was
honor.
abused.
I mean,
He was treated unfairly by
Dirt.
teammates, by fans, by everything. And the thing about it that was so great about him, the reason why I'm glad that he becomes one of those people that we look at and that we honor is because he was not happy. He was not okay with the way he was treated. But every time he was in front of the camera, every time he was on the field, he pretended like it wasn't happening.
Yep.
And he just went out there and he played the game to the best of his ability and never let all of that shit follow him onto the field.
Graceful.
no, he was
Gracefully.
he was an example. He was an example on how on a lot of things, and sometimes you have to bite the bullet just to show the spirit that you're going to be there, so other people will come. Other of your I mean, I don't know.
Jackie Robinson stealing home
Yeah,
plate.
no. I'm just saying.
You're going down the right line.
You have to. I mean, sometimes if you're not ever given a chance, and you're finally at the point there. I mean,
yeah.
If somebody's gonna ridicule you a little bit, you ain't gonna show that. You're tougher than that.
Yeah.
They've been way through that.
Yeah, because the way you look at it, he could have went both. He could have went two ways. He could have, with his talent,
shown a bad representation.
Exactly. With his talent, he could have easily talked smack and still got away with it because he was so talented. But that would have looked bad on every other African American coming behind him.
Yeah.
Whether he was rightfully so, which he was, or not, by saying the things he would have been saying.
And can I give you an example of the way that didn't work out that way? Is that, and you'll see many documentaries, if you look this up, Unforgivable Blackness is the name of a documentary. It's a documentary that was made about the first black heavyweight champion, Black Jack Johnson. Black Jack Johnson was the first black heavyweight champion. So when he won the heavyweight championship, it was illegal for a black man to fight a white man.
Oh.
That was considered basically fighting an animal.
What year was
point.
this?
This was 1908.
Okay.
Right.
And so what he did was he beat every other black heavyweight champion that there was to a point there was no one left for him to fight. And he started calling out Tommy Callahan, who was the white heavyweight champion, and called him out to a point where he basically said, hey, what are you, a pussy?
Right.
And then so he finally agrees to fight him. And when he knocked him out, the film of that fight, they shut off the film cameras because it was considered obscene to show a black man knocking out a white man.
Wow.
So when he won the championship, then all of a sudden, Congress starts lobbying out all these laws, basically to apprehend Jack Johnson and get their championship back from him because they considered it stolen. So then he defected to Europe and then to Cuba. And so basically for the course of like 5 years, they chased him around the country trying to win their championship back. And every fighter they threw at him, he would swiftly knock out, and not in a cool way. Like, in a way, like, not in a cool way. In a cool way. And what I'm saying is that he would have his white girlfriend at the ring, and he would, at the ringside,
love that.
and he would carry them for like 14, 15, 20 rounds.
Just to beat him up.
And then he would look to his girlfriend while this guy's still trying to fight him. He would look to him and go, hey, baby, when do you want me to knock this punk-ass bitch out? And she would go, how about now? And he'd be like, pop, knockout, match is over.
Is this the same guy that fought his way out of slavery?
No.
Okay, there was a guy who was a champion.
He not exactly.
I
but
don't like the way you talk about Big Tom Callahan from Callahan Auto Parts.
different guy. Different
Callahan.
Yeah,
different Callahan.
Different guy. So anyway, what ended up happening was, and we didn't know this. They didn't know this at the time, but we found out after the fact is that the federal fucking government came to Jack Johnson and said, "Hey, we will give you $25,000 and 40 acres, and you can move here, and we will not fuck with you ever again if you just drop the title."
Wow.
And he did it. And
the
he agreed.
FBI?
Yes. And here's the thing about it. They said, if you just drop the title to this guy, we will give you this. You can go home. You can come back to America. You're not wanted anymore. You're not a fugitive. You can come back home. Just drop the title to this guy in Havana, Cuba.
Jesus.
And he said, okay, fine, I will do it. It was in the heat of July outdoors in Havana, Cuba, and he made this guy. He knocked this guy down 17 times and kept picking him back up. Kept picking him back up and finally let the guy knock him out in the 26th round.
Wow.
Before he told his wife and children to please exit the stadium so they wouldn't have to see him do it. But he literally, this guy ended up in the hospital and he went home free.
Wow. So that's to get reparations. That what you had to do.
Yes.
Wow. To get 40 acres in a mule, you had to be the champion.
The reason I'm giving
for
that
7
example,
years.
the reason I'm giving that example is because that's a guy who
went against the system.
The next black heavyweight champion was Joe Louis. And when Jack Johnson went to Joe Louis and congratulated him for the championship, Joe Louis made sure there was no cameras in the room and said, "I'm sorry, but I can't be photographed with you."
And Joe Louis actually
because it would be bad for my image.
bad publicity.
Yeah,
bad publicity.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's the difference between Jackie Robinson and Jack Johnson.
When you take it to the left or you take it to the right. Wow.
Because he became an antagonist, and Jackie Robinson never.
Like
went
I was saying, even if you were rightfully so at the time to say the things he could have been saying, it would have been taken in the wrong way. And the next person, it would have been detrimental to the next person coming up.
He wouldn't have had the permission to say that at that point.
Facts. Wow.
Socially, he would not have been given the permission to say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, follow that up, Mini.
Yeah, how would you?
I have nothing to follow that up.
What do you got coming up?
Oh,
this
okay,
week?
I got coming up. I
you
can
got
follow
stuff
that up.
coming up.
I can follow that up.
You got stuff coming up.
I got stuff coming up.
Let's
All right,
get
cool.
going here.
All right, so for me, everybody knows that I am a huge nerd. And if you don't know that, now you know. I have a tattoo of Baby Yoda on my arm. And my IG handle, by the way, is Mini Baby Grogu.
You have a
Mini
Yoda
Baby.
stamp?
Bam. Mini Baby
Tattoo
Grogu.
on him, it is.
It is. So
The skin is strong with this one.
I have this is like comedian's dream come true. The new Blurred Order, yes, I said Blurred Order presents Star Wars: The Laughing Jedi. Is going to be a televised show that is going to happen at the Geek Easy in Cimarron Boulevard in Winter Park on May 6th. 7:30 p.m. The doors open. If you come there before 8 the show starts, it'll be free. Okay.
What is it? The laughing?
It's called The Laughing Jedi. It's going to be the name of the show. It's a comedy show and live taping. So it's going to be live taped, and we're going to, it's going to be streamed out. They're going to package it and do a nice little, little spiel about it. So May 6th, that's coming up. Like I said, get there at 7:30, it'll be free. If you get there after 8 o'clock, it will be charging. You have Chris Alexander, Marvel Izquierdo, Daniel Biddle, Luke Dupois, and myself, Comedian Mini, a.k.a. Baby Grogu. We'll be there, and we're going to nerd out, and it's going to be a great time. If you're a nerd, if you love Star Wars, if you don't, if you just like good comedy, trust me, it's the place to be at that day.
Isn't the Geek Easy the venue at a comic shop?
Yes.
Okay. A comic shop on East. It's 436 in University, that area right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
South Cimarron Boulevard.
Aaron Holland, that area.
Yep.
Yeah, Aaron Holland runs that comic shop. It's an independent, locally owned comic shop. It's
Awesome place just to go out there. If you're a geek or nerd, go out there, get your comics. They have awesome stuff in there.
What about a dork?
Dork counts as well, even though if you didn't know, Dork is the name
They'll accept you, Todd.
I don't know if you know this, but Dork is the name of whale penis.
Also, a dork is, what is that, hair on the back of an elephant's butt?
I think that's dude or something.
No,
But
I
think
you're
it's
right.
not correct,
You're
but
right.
and that's what we heard when we were
Whale penis, sir. Whale penis.
Dude,
all right.
you're right.
So,
Yeah.
once again, on May 15th, I have the next showing of Friday. Yes, remember I did the Play Friday live on stage? It went crazy good. We're going to do some things like we're going to do the next movie next Friday. We're also going to do it in other cities as well. But the next time in Orlando is going to be on May 15th, 7 o'clock at night, 7:30 at night. I will tell you this. Last time we did it, more than 700 people saw this play.
Wow. Nice. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
More than 700 folks have seen this play. They all loved it. I have at least almost to 100 folks coming back to see it again.
That's
so
awesome.
it was that good. The cast is, as you already know, is going to be great. You have myself playing Craig. You also have Clifton playing Pops, who is a great actor. You have Kells, who is an upcoming comedian and a great actor as well, playing Smokey. Everybody loves Smokey. It's been we do smoke a little bit of the wacky tobacco on stage.
All right.
Oh, on stage.
Did you need somebody to work the props?
You might get, we might need you, Todd.
You need a key grip?
So that's May 15th. That's gonna be great. Eventbrite has your tickets. Just put Friday live on stage and on Eventbrite. Tickets all the way from $20 all the way to $30, and even couches and VIP is available. It's a great venue. It fits up to like 800 folks. You're gonna love it. The props are great. It looks like a neighborhood. It looks really good. They
got
did
alcohol?
it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
And it's for
important.
real. Yeah, great food, great alcohol in there. When I say great alcohol, last time I got a little stage fright and I asked for a Henny and whiskey. I'm a Henny and Coke, and my God, it was all Henny, no Coke. Thank you.
That's like
I was
Wally.
fresh.
That's a Wally special right there. That's a Wally.
I had a great time
special
that I had a great time that play. And last but not least, before I forget, today I was on the Blurred Order show in the morning. It's a morning show. It will be showing tomorrow. They will put it on the new Blurred Order on Facebook and on YouTube. It's kind of like a morning show about nerdy stuff. We talked about the Winter Soldier, and we talked about King Kong and stuff like that.
Did you talk about the Mighty Ducks? I watched that one.
We're coming next for that one. Good. It's good. The Mighty Ducks is good. And last but not least, I'm jumping all around, but 420. I got a 420 show with Mr. Jersey himself. He's a great big comedian.
Oh, Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey's awesome.
420 show, 420 friendly. Okay. All right. So look.
I already
at
know where that's going.
Yeah, exactly. So look at my like I said, my IG is Mini Baby Grogu. You can see all the upcoming shows in there. I will put in a week beforehand. I will put exactly where the location is gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay. So be on the lookout for that. Great comedians, and trust me, I've had jokes about weed for the last 11 years. So I got material about material. Like we all made it a pact that we're not gonna do anything other than weed jokes.
Oh,
no matter what we're gonna do, it's
So
gonna
it's
have
themed.
to. Yeah, it's gonna have to get back to
Can
weed
we
somehow.
get an example?
An example of what?
I want an example of one of your weed
of a
jokes.
weed joke. Okay, so
Yeah.
you remember back days when they had the weed commercials?
Yeah.
All right. So I used to think that it was stupid for them to have the weed commercials because weed is a gateway drug to like other stuff, right? But that's not really true. Like that's not really something that really happens. Like if you want commercials about drugs to be better than that, do realistic commercials. Like put a white girl and say, before I started doing coke, I used to let man just shit on my chest. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that actually happens. You know what I'm saying? Or get a black girl and say, if it wasn't for crack cocaine, I would have never married Bobby Brown. You know, like that would have that would have never stopped Whitney Houston, but maybe the next black girl will stop. You know what I mean? You see, that's a weed joke. All right. So thank you. Thank you very much. So 420 show, May 15th, all going down. May 6th. Just go ahead and follow my social media and you'll see everything that's coming up.
All right. Well,
man.
we're going to try and catch what we got. About 8 minutes left of this game.
Yeah,
I don't
we're
know.
rolling out,
My
man.
stream quit. It's
Yeah.
59.
I
got it out. I
UCLA,
got it on the
Gonzaga,
patio
64.
TV. We're gonna go.
All right.
Let's go.
We're going to head on out. Thanks for filling in, Minnie. For Liz Taylor, for Brando, for Owen, our producer, Dirk, Big T, Little Odd. I'm Danny Feedback. You've been listening to the Ball Busters. Come on.